Sometimes I get a feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, no, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, no, I get a good feeling, yeah.
Yes, I can. Doubt, better leave. I'm running with this plan. Pull me, grab me, crabs in the bucket can't have me. I'll be the president one day. January 1st. Oh, you like that gossip? Like you the one drinking what gossip.com. Now I got a word for your tongue. How many Rolling Stones you want? Yeah, I got a brand new spirit speaking and it's done. Woke up on the side of the bed like I won. Talk like a winner, my chest to that sun. G5 in the US to Taiwan. Now who can say that? I wanna play back. Mama knew I was a needle in a haystack. A Bugatti boy, plus Maybach. I got a feeling it's a rap. ASAP.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, no, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, no, I get a good feeling.
The mountains top, walk on water. I got power, feel so royal. 1 second, I'ma strike for you. Diamond, platinum, no more for you. That adrenaline, never giving in. Giving up's not an option, gotta get it in. Witness, I got the heart of 20 men. No fear, go to sleep in the lion's den. That glow, that spark, that crown. You're looking at the king of the jungle now. Stronger than ever, can't hold me down. 100 miles gunning from the pitcher's mouth. Straight game face, it's game day. See me running through the crowd, feeling melee. No trick plays, I'm Bill Gates. Take a genius to understand me.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, no, I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, no, I get a good feeling.
Let's get it, let's get it. I know you got the feeling. Let's get it, let's get it. Gotta love the life that we live in.
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, no, I get a good feeling, yeah. Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, no, I get a good feeling, yeah.
Ready? Hey guys, welcome to the 4 ways to train your VA like a pro. Please turn your videos on. That'd be awesome. Videos on, please. This is a video training. Noemi, I sent you a Facebook message. Can you please check the Facebook message I sent you, Noemi? Are you there, Noemi? Noemi's disappeared as well. Regina, Rianne, Christine, how you going? Myla, Rochelle, Noemi, can you
Yeah,
please check the
boss.
Facebook message I sent you, please? Thank you. Hey, Sharice, how you doing? Hustle, Erica, Sarah Silva, good to see you. Cameron, hey brother, how are you? Min, Marie, Rio, Jonas, Arnell, Jean-Marie, April, Grace, Annabelle, Leonard, Alexis. Guys, videos on, please. Maynette, Eugene, Jack, Marika, Cherry, Emily, Alexis, videos on, please. I'm just checking with 4 of the team that I need for this training are not on the training, Noemi. That's interesting. I can't do this training. I can't do this training without those 4 people. Without at least 2 of them. Grace is here. Thank you for being here, Grace. Guys, you can turn the videos on. That'd be awesome. Thank you, everyone, at some time. Daphne's here. All right, cool. I don't see you, but all right, you're here. Really? Participants. Oh, yeah, cool. Awesome. Daphne, thanks for joining us. Good to see you here. Cool. Guys, videos on, please. Audio's off. That'd be awesome. Hey, Dianat, how you doing, brother? Thank you, everyone that's here on time. We have 400 clients and team more, and there is 37 on the call. So for those that are here, I want to take a moment to say thank you for joining us. Mark, how you doing? Where's Kathleen? Is Kathleen here? Kathleen's not here either, Nomi. Kathleen on here. Is Min here? Min, are you here?
Yeah, Min is here.
Thanks, Min. Thanks for
I'm here, Bob.
Thanks, Min. All right, people are jumping late. Alrighty, cool. We're gonna begin anyway. I'm recording this. Alrighty. Open up my. Here we go. Escape. Alrighty, so welcome to the 4 ways to train your VAs like a pro. So there's 3 types of people on this call. First of all, there will be all of our angels. Thank you to all you angels that are here. This is compulsory training for the VAs. Is Kathleen with us yet? Nomi, can you please take a screenshot? I'm going to be personally messaging all the VAs that aren't here today. Also the induction. Any VA that's not on at least one of this week and next week's training will no longer be a part of our team. Sounds a bit harsh, but these are compulsory trainings for the VAs, so we can help the VAs be the best version of themselves to service the clients and make sure your clients are happy. So all you angels that are here, thank you so much for joining. Love and appreciate you. It's a cool little photo here. Was this recently? Oh yeah, this was recently, wasn't it? Nice. In Manila. But for those of you that are angels, thank you so much for joining us. You're going to get a lot out of this because you're going to learn how your clients should be training you, and you can actually help teach your clients that need to how to train you if needed. Most people don't have a lot of training around training. People aren't trained in how to train. And it's something that I've spent a lot of money on in many years in management leadership roles and running large companies. I used to run a $200 million a year health club, 14 health clubs. So understanding how to train people or be trained is one of the most important parts of growing a successful business. Second of all, we've got our group clients, group coaching clients, for those that are in the group coaching program. How good is the Quantum Group Business Coaching Program going? It's going awesome. You all get a VA for free for a month. This is you just had your first week. So you guys that are in the group coaching program, this is going to be great training for you because this is going to give you more ideas and a deeper understanding how to train your VAs effectively. And then we've got VA clients that are here hiring VAs through us that aren't in the business coaching program. I want to take a moment to say thank you so much for joining us. These trainings are free training. For all of you that are on this call, thank you so much for being here. This is a free training, so thank you for respecting my time. I'm about to give you 2 hours of my time for free. I'm not selling anything. I'm not promoting anything. I'm just simply here because I want to see you all win. I want to see your business owners have your businesses thrive, and I want to see your VAs have full-time, long, sustainable work for years to come, and your friends and family. And that's why we're here. You angels are not being paid to be here, so thank you for your time. Oh, my video's still not on. There we go. Let's turn my video on. You VA client, you guys that are clients, you're not paying to be here, and I'm not being paid to be here. But we are all paying with the most valuable commodity that we have, and that's our time and our energy. And I know in Manila it's 6 a.m. It's quite early. I think 6 a.m. is a sleep in. Personally, I get up between 3:30 and 4:30 most mornings. But I know it's early, so thank you for being here on time. And again, for you guys in the group business coaching program or hiring a VA through us, I think you're going to get a lot out of this. I've never done this training before. I've been hiring and training virtual assistants daily for 14 years. I could arguably be definitely one of the most qualified and experienced trainers of virtual team in the world, simply because I've been doing it for so long and at such a high level. You guys know that I personally have 11 VAs that personally work for me directly. In fact, we're about to hire 2 more next week because we're going to interview this afternoon with 100 Filipinos, and we're announcing 50 new VAs to join the agency this afternoon. So that's going to be very exciting. You'll see that then. So for you angels, we have a saying, don't we? If you want to earn more, you've got to do what? If you want to earn more, you got to learn more, right? So you guys are going to get advanced training because essentially this training is for the business owners on this call. This training is for the group coaching clients, business coaching clients, and you guys hiring VAs through us. But you VAs are invited because you get to learn advanced training on how to be trained. And then you can, the more proactive, you guys are the business owners, do you want your VA to be a yes man and just nod and smile and say yes to everything? Or would you like them to be proactive, make suggestions, actually help you improve your SOPs, your systems, your business, customer service? Who would rather the latter? We would all love that. This is why I told Rayanne recently. Is Rayanne with us? Why is Rayanne not here? My executive assistant isn't here. That's awesome. 1 second. Let's see it. That's why I told Rayanne recently to not say yes, boss. She'll just say yes, boss, because she's a professional. Where are you? Cool. Now, if you're watching a replay of this, I'm going to put the replay of this into a new module in the VA portal. So you guys have all seen the VA portal before, this bright purple portal in here. I'm going to add a new module in here on training, and there's going to be a whole heap of different trainings, videos, SOPs, and different things in there as well. That'll be added in the next few weeks. So if you're watching this video in the portal, thank you for taking time, and thank you for allowing us to be a bit casual for the last 5-10 minutes as we get everybody on and get everybody in. Mark, good to see you here in the chat. Indicate your son's basic basketball. Alicia here, bro. Sarah, welcome. April, Sharice, good to see you. Yep, awesome. Cool. Now, if you don't have pen and paper, I encourage all of you to grab pen and paper, including your angels. One of the greatest ways you can learn is when you're in a workshop like this or a training, is to take lots of notes, because it does great things for creating new neural pathways and for memory. And also, you'll make connections, because it won't be just what I teach and share with you. You'll make connections and have ideas. And business owners, you know, Sharice and you guys, have you ever been to a seminar and you have an idea that's sparked by something you learned in that seminar? So it's not just what you learn. And taking notes is one of the best ways to do that. If you look at all the old school guys like Jim Rohn, if you don't know who he is, don't worry. If you look at all the old school guys back in the 80s and 90s doing seminars before social media, they're all massive note takers and they're all huge fans because they understand how it works with the brain. So grab pen and paper, take lots of notes, put the most important things down. What I'd actually suggest, especially for your business owners, yeah, Sharice says absolutely. Here's a suggestion I would make for your business owners is whip out a piece of paper, or if you've got a notepad, go to like the very first or the very back page. Then on that one piece of paper, at the top, put on the top left, write the number 1. At the bottom left, write the number 3 of the piece of paper. So top left far corner of a fresh piece of paper is number 1. Bottom left is number 3. So as you could probably guess, in the middle left, put the number 2. So down the left-hand side of a fresh piece of paper should be number 1, 2, and 3. What are you going to use that piece of paper for? You're going to use that piece of paper for when I make a suggestion that you're like, damn, that's a good idea. I think that's going to make a huge difference in my business. I'm going to implement that immediately. Or I'll give you a night or two to sleep on it. I'm going to implement it on Monday. So by the end of this call, including VAs, I want you to write down those numbers 1, 2, and 3. And you're going to put them down as suggestions that you're not experiencing from your client that you're going to make to your client. VAs, here's a great way to approach it. I might say, hey, Sharice, I have an idea and a suggestion for how we can get more leads, or how we can get more appointments, or how we can get more attention, or how I can help you get more attention or leads or appointments. You know, Sharice, if your VA says, hey, boss, I have an idea for us to get more leads and appointments, can I share it? Are you going to have a problem with that? So VAs, that's a great approach to your business owner. My team, knowing me, you guys, hey, boss, I have an idea and a way that I think we might be able to get more leads, more appointments, or more people showing up, or more event registrations. I want you VAs to do this. This is what world-class VAs do. So world-class VAs on the left-hand side right there. Now, if you're listening to me right now and you haven't written down 1, 2, and 3 on a piece of paper, you might be thinking, I don't need to do it. I'm not going to do it. Jason doesn't know anyway. Makes no difference to me. You're only cheating yourself. Who wants to get the most out of this training in the next just under 2 hours? If you want to get the most out of this training, You want to be a student. Because you want to be sponge. What does a sponge do? Absorbs. And you've got to open your mind because the mind is like a parachute. It only works when what? Open. So you want to come into this open-minded, be like a sponge, absorb the information, take plenty of notes, and then have 1, 2, or 3 things at the end of this that you're all going to implement immediately. Because knowledge is not power. I'm going to give you knowledge. You're all going to learn. Yeah, everyone's going to learn, no matter how long you've been doing this or how successful you are. But knowledge is not power. It's the application of knowledge that's power. I'm going to give you a 4-step recipe for getting massive results from your VAs. Business owners, clients, how would you like more from your VAs? Who wants more appointments, more leads, more attention, more productivity, more results, more money, more clients? Yeah. If you want more, then you need to implement the recipe. I'm going to give you the recipe. It's going to be a little overwhelming. There's only 4 main parts to today. And the 4 main parts are the 4 ways that I personally train my VAs. Yeah. In fact, not just virtual assistants, but virtual team, including my sales team, who also should be here, Julian and Devontae. More all of that. Yeah, more of all of that. Awesome. So I would also grab another piece of paper. And on that piece of paper, I'm going to share with you guys a bit of a checklist of ideas, strategies, and techniques to train your VAs. Now, VAs, when I'm talking to a business owner, I want you to think of this as suggestions you can make to your client so they can train you better and you can help them better, if that makes sense. Okay. So I'm going to share a lot of ideas with you guys today, Charisse. My suggestion is on a second piece of paper. Yeah. I would, you can, at the top of the piece of paper, you can put action items or write action items if you want, or action immediately. But I'm going to share a whole heap of ideas with you today. And some you'll know and do, some you'll know and not do, and some will be new to you. You're welcome, then, all peers. So it's normally the things we know we should be doing that we're not doing are the things that will move the needle, isn't it? It's normally the simple little things, not the complex things. Everyone here has played sport of some kind. If you play football, what's more important? You know, big fancy kicking massive goals or the basic fundamentals? Which football are we talking about? Aussie rules. Let's look at basketball. That's a nice universal one. Basketball, what's more important? Spending all day practicing 3-point shots, or spending time every day dribbling, passing, teamwork. Yeah. So it's the same with this as well. So make a list, and by the end of this, you're going to have on one piece of paper, you're going to have 1, 2, and 3. The number 1, 2, or 3 things that are going to move the needle, you're going to implement. On the other piece of paper, you're going to have a list of things you want to implement over the upcoming weeks or month or so. Okay. Now, for you guys in the business coaching program, the group program, you only just started with your VA. You've had 1 week with your VA. You guys are going to get amazing training because we have the training today and we have a training next week, which we'll talk about shortly. I'm doing 2 weeks in a row of I'm actually doing 3 weeks in a row of training because I did one last week on the checkpoints. Last week, I did the checkpoints on how to build a team of virtual staff to 7 figures. This week, I'm doing how to train your VAs. And next week, we're doing a live 3-hour induction. And for those that attend all those trainings, they're going to get so much more from your VA. Yeah. So as we dive in, again, I want to say thank you, everyone, for being here. I'm here to serve. I want to see you VAs making more money full-time, getting bonuses. I want to see you clients with a team of 3, 4, 5 VAs, thriving business, 100K months. Is there anyone on this call that doesn't want those things? I'm pretty sure everybody wants those things. Now, a little bit about today's training. There are 4 ways that I train. I do SOP training. So I'm going to talk about the SOPs that you need and then how to train your team in those SOPs. If you're not sure what SOP stands for, it stands for Standard Operating Procedure, fancy term for systems, really. Second way I train people. Are the replays in the portal already? It's a bit difficult to have the replays in the portal already when I haven't done them. No, but the last training, this training, and next week's training will be put into the portal. So I'm working on a 4-week process to put everything into a new training module for you guys. You'll have it in the next couple of weeks, yeah. But if you missed the training from last week, Erica, it is in the group. Actually, we put it everywhere. It's in the groups. You can find it in the featured section of both the groups. Maybe if you message Noemi, one of the team, they can help you as well. Okay. Did we get Winnie and Laurie on yet? I'm going to need Winnie and Laurie. I'll probably get away with not having Kim, although Kim's my LinkedIn girl. Once you guys, they come in, Noemi, if you can let me know, that'd be awesome. So I've got a slide here on SOP training. Then we're going to do speed training. I have never done this. Now, in today's session, I'm going to choose some of my own team and I'm going to train them in real time. I'm going to do SOP training with them. You're going to see me train them. I'm going to do speed training so they get faster, more effective, more efficient. You're going to see me do that. Role play. We all know what role play is. A lot of people just avoid it because it's very uncomfortable. That's why we need to do it. And we're also going to talk about on-the-job training as well. If you've had experience in network marketing, you've probably heard of that before. Okay. As we dive in and we begin, who wants to get more for you business owners? Who wants more from your VA? If you could get more of something from your VA, what's that number one thing? Is it productivity? Is it appointments? Is it leads? Is it events? Is it more people in your Facebook group? What do you want more from of your VA than what you're currently getting from your VA? That's the number one for business owners. Appointments, qualified leads. Sharice, when you say qualified leads, what do you determine as a qualified lead? Vicky, appointments. Sharice, qualified calls, so sales calls. Yep. Okay, good. Gotcha. Yep. Belinda leads. Hey, Belinda, how you doing? Good to see you. Paula, good to see you here. Go your Facebook group. Mary leads. Angels and VAs, I'm going to ask you to participate as well. This is a training where we participate, we engage, and we get involved. Because emotion comes from motion. And when we move our hands, we move our minds, we move our body, that energy and emotion, that emotion rather creates emotion and it enhances memory. It enhances learning. Who wants to get the most out of this call? One of the greatest ways you can get the most out of this call is take lots of notes, heaps of notes, just write everything down. You're going to get the replay, yes. You're going to get access to the slides, yes, all that, 100%. And the second way is when I ask you questions, all of you, including Noemi, including my team, including Arnell, including all your clients, is to answer them in the chat. Now, if you're driving or something, that's a pretty good reason not to. I know some of you guys are out and about. But if you engage, you're going to learn more, you're going to retain more, and you're going to get a better result from this training. Who wants to just learn information and get no better growth, results, appointments, leads, or abundance? Everybody here because you want more. Angels, VAs, question for you. If you could get better at one thing, okay, that you're currently doing, what would you like to get better at? What would you like to help your client more with? Get more appointments, get more leads, get more attention, get more people showing up to the calls, get more people in the Facebook group, get more people on LinkedIn, get more people to TikTok. What's the one thing? All you VAs and angels post in the chat for me, please. Chris, bring more qualified leads. Yep. Yep. All of you VAs and angels. Arnell, more qualified leads. Maynette, growing your Facebook community. Christine, get more appointments, social media presence. Yeah, but just be really specific. Social media presence, how? I would say specific. It's got to be a measurable number, so more people in the Facebook group. Nika, bring in more leads to convert. Myla, qualified leads. Marinelle. Noemi. Rani. Rayanne, good to see you here. Thank you for joining us. Rochelle. Raya. Rianne. Rio. Justin, Jonas, Jean-Marie, Jesse, Jenna, Jack, Hustle, Leonard, Emily, Daphne, Crystal Jade, Christine, Cherry, Charlene, Kathleen, good to see you here. Thank you for being here. Basing, hey Basing, how are you? April, Anne, Angelica, Angel. I love that we have an angel named Angel. That's awesome. Okay. Brianne, grow Facebook group. Kathleen, more leads. That's not your job, Kathleen, to get leads. Is that really what you want? Jonas, giving more qualified leads, growing Facebook community. If you're watching a replay of this, thank you for allowing me to interact with people. I think it's really important when you do a training that people can participate, ask questions, and engage. By the way, if you do have any questions at any stage, just post them in the chat, business owners or VAs, and I'll answer them in live time. Yep, cool, awesome. All right, thank you everyone for participating and playing all out. Jenna, grow the Facebook group. April, grow the Facebook group. Yeah, the Facebook group's a big one, isn't it? So leads, appointments, and the Facebook group really are three big ones. And that makes sense because that's how most people are going to get their clients, isn't it? Alrighty, cool. So as we dive in, before we talk about the 4 ways, so I'm going to share with you, I'm going to train you the way I train to train. I'm going to use my training methodology to train you how to train, and you can watch that in real time, if that makes sense, which is pretty funny for your NLPs again. Before we begin, and I share the intellectual and then the neurological components of the 4 ways of training, and then I'll take you through a process called Tell, Show, Watch, Go, which is the hero of the training process. Very simple 4-step acronym. But this whole presentation, this whole training is built on 4 words: Tell, Show, Watch, Go, which I'm going to explain in a moment. Before we get to the strategy of training VAs more effectively and like a pro, what's more important, the outer game or the inner game? What's more important, strategy or psychology? Who would agree that mindset's more important? What's more important, the sales script or how we think and feel about sales? What's more important, the marketing strategy or how you think and feel about it? Our attitude about something is more important than the thing. Now, when I use the term attitude, for those that aren't aware, I'm talking about specifically thoughts and feelings. How do we think and feel about hiring a VA? How do we think and feel about selling? How do we think and feel about marketing? If I give you guys 2 marketing strategies, Cameron, you heard me say this yesterday, you love one, don't like the other, which one's going to work better? The one you love. Okay. If you think and feel you're amazing at selling and you're helping people, are you going to sell more? Yes. If you think and feel like a greasy car salesperson was selling, are you going to sell more or less? Less. So our psychology around training VAs, our mindset around it is more important than the strategy. So before I give you the strategy, I want to give you a sneak peek into my mindset around hiring and training people and team. And in NLP, we call them frames. If you've studied NLP, you would have heard the term frames before. So here are the frames, the thoughts, feelings, the beliefs, the values. This is the internal stuff with my model of the world in regards to how to get the most out of virtual team. So how do we get, and that's the great question to ask. So unfortunately, a lot of people hire a VA the same way they get into a relationship. Imagine you got into a new relationship and you're like, I wonder how this is going to go. That creates doubt. Doubt leads to perfectionism. Perfectionism leads to fault finding. Fault finding leads to apathy and self-sabotage. We all do this in relationships. Girls, ladies, who would like to meet the man of your dreams and hasn't yet? By show of hands. Yeah. So you're dating and you meet a man and you're like, oh, he's amazing. He buys me flowers. He treats me with love. He opens the door for me. Oh, he left the toilet seat up. He's done. He's not the one. So the question is, how do we make this work? How do we make this work? And these are my frames. These are my belief systems, and they have served me incredibly well in building big teams and working, literally having teams of hundreds of people for many, many years. Okay. It always starts in the mind, 100%. Yeah. How you think and feel. How you think and feel about your ability is more important than your ability. Okay. But also we've got to remember denial is not just a river in Africa. I believe arrogance is incongruent confidence. Like ray gun. Oh man. I think we all would love a bit more confidence as much as ray gun. I'm pretty sure most of you would know who that is. Anyway, moving on. We're not going to spend time on that right now. Funny thing. So here's my person diving. The first one is I'm going to start here with this orange wedge on the top right here, and I'm going to go around in a clockwise direction. Okay. So the very first frame, paradigm, thought process, belief system, if you will, that I have is that anything that happens within my business is because of me. I'm fully responsible. If Noemi performs, that's on her. Noemi's done awesome. If Noemi doesn't perform, that's on me. That's my responsibility. If your VA performs, it's not your VA. I'm sorry, it's you. Now, this is my belief. You can choose to believe this or not, but beliefs aren't facts. They're a matter of whether they serve us or not. So here is the thing. We cannot control what people do. We cannot control what other people say and do. Parents, you're not responsible for your children. Now, right now, some of you are thinking, what the hell? Yes, I am. I'm the parent. You're legally, as a custodian, responsible for them, yes. But you can't control what your kids think, say, do. You cannot control your kids. You cannot. But we take responsibility as a parent, or we take responsibility as a leader. I chose Min. I choose to keep her or not. I choose to train her or not. That's based on my choice. If I'm walking down the street and it starts raining, it's not my fault it's raining. I didn't choose for it to rain. I can't control the weather, but I choose to be walking there and then. So why am I getting wet? Because of the rain or because of me? I'm not getting wet because of the rain. Well, yeah, but I'm mainly getting wet because of me. This belief system will serve you more than anything else in hiring team. Business owners, who wants to build to at least 100K months in the next year or two? Who wants to build to that? I'm telling you now that the most important part is emotional intelligence. Your ability to not react to what you cannot control, what other people say and do. To dissociate emotionally, business owners, from what other people say and do. Whether people show up to the appointment or not. Whether people sign up or not. Just going to mute that person. Whether people quit or not. Why do people quit? They're quitters. Why do people ghost? They're ghosters. Why do people sign up? They're the hungry ones. We cannot control that, but we can control our response. So my number one focal point is responsibility. My ability to choose my response to what other people say and do, and to take responsibility. That whatever they're doing is based on how I taught them, who I chose. That's on me. So taking that full responsibility. If someone messes up in my business, that's me. That's on me, because Noemi is an extension of me. Our business, our brand, and our mission. Min is an extension of me. Daphne is an extension of me. Your VA is an extension of you, the brand, and your business. Does that make sense? And I cannot tell you if you take full responsibility. So if you're now, you might be saying, well, Jace, you're just sugarcoating to remove your own responsibility from my VA. But if you succeed with your current VA, that's because of you. If you don't succeed with the current VA, that's also because of you. Now you can blame me, not a problem. Or you can choose to take responsibility. We do everything we can. Now I'm already in my mind. If you guys hire a VA and it doesn't work, in my mind, I take responsibility for that. In my mind, I'm going, yes, that's because of me. But in your mind, it needs to be because of you, because then you will find a way to find a solution and fix the problem. Does it make sense? If everyone learned just that, fine. That's why I'm starting with this, Erica. This one thing will not just change your VA, your relationship, your business, it will change everything in your life. Yeah. Learning to not react. You know, when you ask someone, how's your day? And you go, oh man, I'm so stressed. I've had a stressful day. Are they saying they're stressed because they had a stressful day, or they're having a stressful day because they're saying they're stressed? We all know the answer, right? This is the most important part, right? Moving on. The next thing is that this is really important, that delegation only works if the delegator works. If you're hiring a virtual staff member, one of the first things people do, who's never hired a VA? Who's hiring your first ever VA by show of hands? Yep. Cool. Yeah. So a lot of people, in the first time they hire somebody, they just delegate. They go, here, go do this, go do this. If I ask Noemi to go do something, Noemi's not going to do it the way I want her to. She's going to do it the way she thinks I want her to do it. So delegation only works if the delegator works. Okay. What does that mean? Well, it means a manager says, go do, but a leader says, let's do. You don't want to manage your team, and you don't want to delegate and tell them what to do. You want to lead them. Who's ever tried managing your teenage children? What's going to be more effective, management or leadership? Now, I don't have kids. I'm not an expert. I'm not a parenting expert, but I do understand child psychology very, very well. And of course, I used to be a teen, one of the worst teens in the world. Yeah. So it's like, who's ever gotten to an argument or a disagreement with your partner? Imagine if you tried to resolve that via text message. How's that going to go down and work? Not very effective. You need communication and connection, and to do it live in person together. And that's what it is. A leader gets in the trenches and does it with their team. They get in the trenches and book appointments with their team. They get on the phone and ring with their team while they're learning until they get to that mastery point. Most of you have heard the steps in learning, you know, unconscious incompetence, conscious incompetence, conscious competence, and then unconscious competence, right? Which is where mastery is the levels of learning. When you first hire a VA, you know, it's kind of like you on your first day. You don't know what's going on. We've highly trained the VAs for you, but the truth is Vicky, I can't train your VA in how you like to do things. I'm a 240-pound, 6-foot masculine dude. My style's gonna be very different to yours, Vicky. Very different to yours, Belinda. All right, very, very different. If we don't teach them and show them and lead them, then how can we expect them to do what we want them to, right? That's kind of like who's got kids? Remember the first time you asked your kids to make the bed or clean the room or do dishes? Did they do a good job? No. So what'd you end up doing? You made the bed with them. You did the dishes with them. You cleaned the room with them, because that's what leadership is. This here is a huge thing. Now, I'm all for autonomy, automation, delegation, but I don't want to be spending all day, every day talking to my VAs. I love you, VAs. We have shit to do. Right? Okay. There's also a difference between a teacher and a coach. I believe that we want to lead the team and we want to coach them. What's the difference between teaching and coaching, you guys? Now, there's a time to manage and there's a time to teach, but we want to spend more time in leadership than management. Yeah. We want to spend more time in coaching than teaching. What's the difference between a teacher and a coach? Cameron, I want VAs because I don't know what to do and need direction. Yeah, they can definitely help with that. What's the difference between a teacher and a coach? Anybody? What's the difference between a teacher and a coach? Nobody wants to have a go. Nobody's ego wants to be wrong. And it's not a right or wrong, isn't it? It's my belief or perception of the definition. Bunch of people just jumped on board. Hey Diane, how you doing? Emily, Eugene, good to see you here. Justin, Kimmy, hey Kimmy, how you doing? Nice, nice. Hey Novi, how are you? Romlin, Scott, hey brother, good to see you here. Scott, looking forward to our call. Yeah, cool. Hey Winnie, thanks for joining us here. Winnie's here, awesome. Tells answer versus helps them find answer. I love that. That's awesome. Coach guides for the person to figure out on their own. The way teaching is telling. Coach helps the student come up with their own answers. Coach asks what you want to accomplish and guides you and holds you accountable. Teacher informs, coaches transform. Ooh, I like that. Eugene, I have to, someone write that down. Teachers inform, coaches transform. Wow. What was the one I heard the other day? Coaches don't focus on the income, they focus on the outcome. I think it was. That was pretty cool. Here's my definition I heard, and I love it. A teacher tells people what to see. A coach shows people where to look. A teacher tells people what to see. A coach shows people where to look. Because a coach works through questions. How many questions have I already asked you already? And now I just did it again, didn't I? The greatest coaches in the world understand the same as the greatest salespeople and the greatest leaders. Leadership, sales, and coaching have a very similar process. The greatest leaders, salespeople, and coaches ask powerful questions that direct the mind of the client, of the person, of the team member, evokes emotion, and leads them to action. Now, if you look at these three steps, that's what success is: congruity between thoughts, feelings, and actions. If you go a little deeper, it's the law of attraction plus the law of action, which is quite interesting. It's just very simplified. So this is why I'm a huge fan of coaching. I've been a coach, a student for 24 years, 50-something certifications in the coaching space, obsessed with learning. I know a lot of you guys here are coaches. Same, we're students. We love to. I did a course last year on heliophysics, the study of the solar cycles, just because I was curious. I have a certification. You know, that's what we do as students. So we want to coach our team and lead the team. Okay. Say it one more time, please. Yeah. People what to see. Because if I say something means one thing, but if you say something means everything. So the whole idea to coaching is to direct people's thoughts and they come up with the answers. Has anyone watched Tony Robbins' I'm Not Your Guru? What all Tony does, most people that come from hypnosis or time and therapy or therapeutics normally end up in somewhere in conversational coaching or some way because it's just really quick. And if you ask the right question, you can delve them into the unconscious, extrapolate the answer, and then you can integrate it neurologically, physiologically, psychologically, all that cool stuff as well. 80% of the time, awareness is enough for a change, which is pretty powerful as well. He just asks you a question. If it's not the right answer, slap you in the face. If it's the right answer, give you a big 6'8" hug. A teacher tells people what to see. Now I'm spending a fair bit of time on this, but your mindset around training your VAs is the most important thing. Like if you believe you're no good at it, then you're going to project that through your tone, your physiology, and so forth as well. The next step, the green chunk here, is you got to have very clear expectations that are metrics and goals. So you've got to, what's the number one goal you have with your VA? So you put your VA on a 30-day probation. That 30-day probation is for your VA to prove to you they're the right VA. Now, if you're hiring an appointment setter 20 hours per week, my minimum expectation is 5 appointments. Okay. It could be DM sent, it could be event registrations, it could be leads generated, it could be appointment set. What else? It could be phone calls made. I think I said DM sent. Yeah. Okay. And then what we want to do is we want to incentivize the team by putting we we want to I should have put this in here. I treat all my team like entrepreneurs. What's an entrepreneur? Anyone know what an entrepreneur is? What's an entrepreneur? Yeah, 5 per week, Sharice, correct. 5 a week. Yeah. Because I know if they and I give them the full 4 weeks. So Sharice, if they book no appointments the first 3 weeks, but on week 4 book 5, I know I'm going to get a client. You'll have a positive return on investment. I'm happy to put them to full time and continue them. So after the probation, once they prove themselves, after 30-day probation, I set a 30-day probation. If they hit the target, I put them full time. If they don't, I fire them and hire a new VA. And sometimes it takes 2 or 3 goes to find them. But we have hundreds of VAs, right? Especially after today. So we can't find the right person for something going on. Yeah. But you got to get very clear. So the metric is 5 appointments, and then we put a reward in place. And we do this by treating them like an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is somebody that has a growth mindset, but within your organization. Okay. So an entrepreneur is somebody with a growth mindset that has their own organization. They're the founder, the CEO, whatever, director, whatever label you want to give it, depending on your role. Okay. So do you guys want fixed mindset people and employee mindset people, or do you want growth mindset people and entrepreneurs? So we teach people how to treat us, right? And it's vice versa. So if you treat your team like entrepreneurs, and a part of being an entrepreneur is what? Not just if you have an employee mindset, you have a fixed mindset and a fixed income. If you're an entrepreneur, you have a growth mindset and a growth income, which means we need to give all of our team, everyone in our team, even if they're a janitor in my gym, a way to make bonuses based on performance. It's like the ultimate thing. So what I personally do with my appointment setters, if they hit their target, they get a $30 bonus. So let's say their target is 10 appointments this week, they get a $30 bonus. And every one of those appointments become a client, they get another $50 cash bonus. So these guys are making great money. So you want to have a bonus and reward system. Now, in the induction training next week, we go through this stuff in depth and exactly how to do that, and I make suggestions. And the final thing is that I encourage you guys to do this, is don't just help your VA or any team member, even if you're hiring like a salesperson through someone else. Any virtual team you hire, don't just help them with the career with you to become the best version. Don't just help them make money and to get better at their role. Like, don't just want to help the VAs make great money and become world-class VAs. I want to help them in their life. We've done trainings on nutrition, trainings on creating financial freedom, on organizing your finances. We've done mindset trainings. So find out what they want. How many hours do they want to work for you? What is their income goals, but also in their life? You know, what's their number one goal in their life? Do you know your team's number one goal this year? It's to go to Disney. Help them go to Disney. Set up a bank account. Help them organize that. Set up a Disney bonus structure. If you do this, it'll be huge, massive. Okay. So these frames, and I created a pinwheel. Noemi, look at that. I created a pinwheel. It's an automated one, so it's easy. The pinwheel is a flat circle to represent foundation. This is the strong foundational elements that I build on for hiring and training and building team. Does it make sense? Hopefully that metaphor makes sense. So now we've got the inner game mindset out of the way. Anyone have any questions? Was that useful, by the way? Now, some of this stuff you might know, but again, how long can you know something without doing it before you no longer know it? You know? Yeah. There's a difference between intellectual and neurological knowledge, isn't there? So which of those things do you feel like is the most beneficial for you, that you can spend more time on, get better at, or implement immediately? Sharice, loving it? Awesome, yeah. I love training. It's my background is heavily in the art and science of training. So I love to be able to do trainings on training. I would love to be able to do them more. We're launching an advanced coaching training, and maybe even looking at creating a certification course in the future for coaches on advanced coaching principles. So not sales and marketing, actual coaching principles. More metric goals. Oh yeah, you've got to get very clear. Yeah, you got to get very clear on this. And we'll talk more into Sarah, I think you're on the induction. Remember we talked about that in the induction a few weeks ago? Okay, so we have 4 slides now, each of the 4 types of training. I'll go through the intellectual and share it with you, and then I'll grab one of my team and I'm going to take them through a mini training. You're going to see me do the training in real time. Sound good? You guys enjoying this so far? Cool. Hey Shirley, how you doing? Good to see you. Shirley Thomas in the house. What's the time over there? 6:05. Not too bad. This is a really good international time. This 8 a.m. my time is 6 a.m. in the Philippines. And it's early. It's afternoon for US. UK, it's a little late. It's like 11 midnight, but it's better than 3 a.m. for the US guys in the afternoon our time. All right, so let's dive in. So there's 4 main ways that I train my VAs. Okay, SOP training, which is I train them in the system. 2, I train them how to get faster in the system. 3, I get in the trenches and work with them in the system. And 4, we role play. And the reason why I role play is when you do like if I was to do role play with any of you right now, who would feel a little bit nervous? Most of you, even most of you business owners. When it comes to selling, what I do better than anything is sell. I don't get no's. We just don't get no's. We get people to say yes and then disappear. Because it's authentic sales, it's flows, and it's built literally around serving and helping, not about getting, right? But in regards to this system, there is an overall cohesive process that brings all 4 of these different trainings together. And it's called Tell, Show, Watch, Go. It's called Tell, Show, Watch, Go. And if you only take one thing from today and implement it in how you improve the way you train your VAs or anyone, this isn't just for virtual assistants. You can do this offline, online, salespeople, when you hire a coach. You can do it when you hire a manager. What I'm sharing with you now can and should be, I believe, used for anyone. I use the same process with training my sales team, my appointment setters, my social media managers, everybody. Okay. So before I share with you the Tell, Show, Watch, Go principle, which some of you, if you've been in network marketing, might have heard of. What the focal point, I believe, is for you guys that are hiring team is that who wants to be able to build a big business, 100,000 months, and create scalability, leverage, and freedom? Who wants more freedom and impact? So yes, the 100K a month is the goal for you business owners. For you VAs, I think all of you should be making at least 500 Aussie per week with your clients. Who would like VAs to be making at least 500 Aussie per week? If you guys are helping your clients get 2, 3, 4 clients per week, that's what you're going to do, right? So, and that's what I'm sharing with you here. So in order to be able to build 100,000 month business, will the VAs not on here still get to watch this? I don't understand that question. So, well, you can find it in tag them. Would the VAs not on here? Yes. Well, this is actually going to become a formal part of the training that all VAs will go through. So all of our new VAs will go through the training and including this stuff. And I'll also join the induction next week as well. So yes. So scalability is about combining 3 things. And it's the same for your team. So you have a virtual assistant. When you hire a new team member, you need 3 things for them to effectively do their job. You need SOPs in place, systems. You need a person to run the system, the VA, and you need an automation tool, ChatGPT, Go High Level, Funnel, website, whatever it might be. Okay. Now, what's happening now with the automation side of things is people are using a CRM and then integrating different. We don't use the term widgets anymore, do we? We do AI integrations or bots or so forth, right? Remember we used to call them widgets? Remember when widgets was a thing? Let's go back a bit. Okay, so what's my point here is that the primary focus is to use these 4 steps and the Tell, Show, Watch, Go principle when you're training team in growth producing activities. The focal point is growth producing activity. So I wouldn't use the same strategy to teach someone Canva. I wouldn't use the same strategy on things that are going to get attention, generate leads, book appointments, make sales, or service clients. So there is a marketing funnel, and the key to building a big business is to understand that we have at the top of the funnel, is a bonus training, attention at the top, engaged attention, which is really a vanity metric and challenging to track accurately. Then we have leads generated. In our business coaching program, we aim for 30 to 50 leads, minimum 30 per week. Then we have appointments booked. We aim for minimum 10 because you're going to get 2 clients a week, ideally 15. Appointments showed, at least 8 appointments. Then sales, okay, 2 clients per week, and then you can have retention at the bottom of that. Each of those levels, those 5 levels in the marketing funnel, will need, if they have SOPs and systems in place, and then people to run those systems, and then automation as well, you can now scale a really big business that has a lot of impact and helps a lot of people. Okay. So this training is about the first two parts. Using, I don't like the word using, training team in effective SOPs to create automation in our business. We can look at automation tools down the track, right? Which we will. Can I repeat? Ooh, the marketing funnel? Engaged attention. Well, I wasn't actually planning to talk about the marketing funnel, otherwise I would have it on the screen. So engaged attention, leads generated, appointments booked.
Yeah, the actual number. Oh, there you go. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Just typing it for you now. Yep. 10 to 15 appointments showed. So if those of you in the business coaching program, we have a success blueprint. These are actually in the tracking sheet that we track. We actually start that next week with your launch. Appointment showed 8, and then new clients minimum 2. Do you know why we work on those marketing numbers, Sharice? The reason being is this. Let's say that you, all business owners, charged the equivalent of $200 per week per client. Then you might be thinking, Jace, I charge 5 or 10 grand up front. That's fine. But if you've divided 5 grand by 10 weeks, it would be 500 a week as an example, right? So let's say that most of us charge around that 200 give or take mark per client per week. So if you were charging $200 a week for coaching clients, Sharice, the equivalent of, if you were to get just 2 new clients every single week for a year, do you know how much money your business would be making? Over $1 million a year. This is actually called the 7-figure marketing funnel. It's in my new book coming out. And this is what I focus all my energy on. That, the weekly targets of that. How do we get the top of the funnel? So in the business coaching program, I have one job, show my clients how to get 30, 50 leads. If I do that, everything else can happen. It's the one needle that if we move, moves everything. In the business, we have one primary focus, don't you, business owners, in the program, to make sure you don't go to bed each day without booking 2 appointments for the day with your team, and then 10 a week. We're actually going to touch on this a little bit more shortly. If you do that every week for a year, you're going to have a 7-figure business. Isn't that crazy? That's the power of consistency. Yeah. You have to go. Okay, Erica. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, we haven't even started we're just getting started with the 4 steps now. So glad it helps. Enjoy the replay. It'll come later today. All right, cool. Okay, now let's get to the strategy. We've got all that out of the way, the pre-framing, the mindset, the strategy. So in a nutshell, if you just take one thing from today that will simplify things and really easy for you to remember, just remember tell, show, watch, go. Just say it quickly out loud. Tell, show, watch, go. Tell, show, watch, go is my entire training philosophy. That's it. My entire philosophy is tell, show, watch, go, and I'm going to explain that to you. So the first step in just in a nutshell, what tell, show, watch, go is, I'm going to verbalize it now, but you're going to actually see me use tell, show, watch, go in action with each of these steps when I actually bring on Daphne, bring on Winnie. Did Kim get on here? Laurie's on here, hopefully. Yeah, okay, I'm going to choose you guys. And Grace, we're going to do some stuff as well, Grace. Ooh, amazing, Grace. Are you ready? Are you ready to be watched by almost 100 people as we train? What have we got, 64 people? Vicky, I have guests who have just arrived. I'll pick up my VA. Okay, awesome. All right, thank you. Okay, so tell, show, watch, go. So let's say, so we're talking about SOP training, right? So an SOP is standard operating procedure. Now, if I'm hiring a VA to do appointments, who wants your VA to do appointments? If I hire any team that I want to converse or have conversations with someone, do you want them winging it, or would you rather them use terminology and wording and speak in the way you would like them to, or your style or your personality? Would you guys rather that? No, I'm not saying take away from the individual person's personality. I'm just saying if you want to be able to train people on how to interact with people, whether it's on a sales call, whether it's in DM, whether it's on phone call, whether it's in AI, whether it's in the CRM, if you want your team to communicate with people in any way, shape, or form, if you don't if you can't track it, you can't grow it. You can't track it, you can't improve it. In order to be able to track people's performance, you need to have a comparative guide. So I need to be able to have a written process for the script and what to say on the sales call. Because I might not need, you might not need a script. You might think, I don't need a script. I'm great at sales. I don't need a script. I'm great at sales. But if I want my sales team to sell the way that I know works and in my fashion, and for all my prospects to have the similar experience, I need to have a script. Same as DMs, same as phone calls, any conversations. Same as simply booking an appointment. Okay. So let's focus on appointment setting. So let's say I've got an appointment setter, I have Daphne, and I want Daphne to send DMs. Okay. And I have a script, which we're going to actually bring up in a moment. Now I have a script, and what most people do is go, here's a script, off you go, let's go. Okay. So I have a DM script. The first thing I'll do is I'll get on a Zoom call and I'll tell Daphne the script by reading it to her. Now I'll have it on my screen. Let me open one up so it's congruent for you guys. By the way, all this stuff is in the VA portal. If you want to find my personal SOPs for everything we're talking about today, you can find them in the portal. So if I go here, if I click on lesson 3 DM appointment setting, there's 3 reasons we can justify sending DMs. We're doing welcome new members. What is the one we're doing here? Avatar pre-qualifying, appointment setter, avatar pre-qualified. Confirmation. All right. Let's start with the post interaction script here. I'm just going to open it up. Okay, so you should see the script. So you guys have access to the script in here. So this is the script. So I'm going to be like, Daphne, you there, by the way? Can I grab you for a second? Daphne? Is Daphne still with us?
Yes, boss.
Say hello, Daphne, to everyone. Some of you know Daphne. How amazing is Daphne? Been with how long have you been with us? 2.5 years?
Yes, boss.
Daphne is equal the best DM appointment setter we've ever had. She's phenomenal. So I'm on a call with Daphne and I'm going to train Daphne. So I'm just going to verbalize this first. So I'm going to share this on the screen and I'm going to tell Daphne the script. I'm going to read it. As I'm telling Daphne this, she can hear it. Some people learn better through seeing, some people through experiencing, right? Visual, auditory, kinesthetic. We also have olfactory and gustatory who studied all 5 senses in NLP. Okay. So I'm going to tell her, then I'm going to show her. So she'll see this as I'm reading it, but then I will show her by having Daphne watch me send DMs. If it's a salesperson, the salesperson will watch me sell. If it's a phone call person, they'll watch me make calls. They need to see you do it because Daphne, even if I give her the script, is going to go off script, change it, add stuff, all that cool stuff, right? Now, on a side note, what's more important, the script or the person? People are always more important. And what's the first rule we teach appointment setting? Don't focus on getting an appointment, focus on serving and giving. Cannot control getting an appointment, cannot control getting a sale. We don't focus on getting sales, getting appointments, getting money, getting clients, getting. We focus on what we can control, and that's giving, serving. And it's really that simple. Whether people book in or not makes no difference to us. Whether people sign up or not, whether people quit or not. We have lots of people to talk to. And we focus on that abundant mentality. And we're building relationships because most people you speak to aren't ready to book. Most people you speak to aren't ready to buy. And that's what we're doing. Belinda, that was our audio conversation yesterday, wasn't it? On that. Okay. So I'll show Daphne, she'll watch me send DMs, and then I'll watch her send DMs. Okay. And then I'll give her feedback and correct her regularly, and then off she'll go. And then in network marketing, there's a saying, each one, teach one. Once Daphne goes for that, now Daphne, when we bring on board Laurie, what did we do? Laurie sat in with you and worked with you, didn't she? Yeah, if you remember that. So I'm going to come back to that in a second. So that, in a nutshell, is a tell, show, watch, go. Now that I've verbalized that, you're going to notice I use tell, show, watch, go in most of these elements. Okay. So in regards to the SOP, you need to work out your SOPs. So since appointment setting is the main metric that moves the needle to grow your business, and a lot of you want that, I'm going to focus on appointment setting for this part of the training. So if you've all hired, who wants more appointments from your VAs, by the way? Who wants more appointments? At least 10 a week. Belinda, yes, Daphne is the best. I need her strategy. And Daphne is amazing. Yeah, she's incredible. No, you cannot have Daphne. I know you don't own people, but she's still mine. So who wants more appointments? You guys want more appointments? If you want more appointments, okay, let's say you guys in the group business coaching program, you've all started a new VA, a new appointment setter the last week or so. We cannot just wave our, when I started with Daphne, I cannot just wave my magic wand and go, Daphne, book me appointments. Noemi, do you remember, I won't say last name, but I'll say, remember Andre a few years ago demanded 10 appointments per week. He wouldn't give his VA access to any of his socials, and he had one Facebook group with 200 people. Yet he demanded 10 appointments per week. When it didn't happen after a month, he wanted a refund. It was a couple of years ago. I was like, what the heck? We cannot just wave our magic wand and expect our sales team to sell, our appointment setters to book, our team to grow. We cannot, it doesn't know how it works. Okay. The first step is, and these are in steps, these are in order. Step one, I've just hired Daphne. I want Daphne to book at least 5 appointments within the next month. To do that, Daphne needs SOPs that I can train her in and I can help her get better to hit that target. I want Daphne to win. Who wants your VA to succeed? Is there anyone that doesn't want your VA to succeed? No, because if they win, you win. It's a win-win, lose-lose situation. That's what I love about this whole system. Everybody wins or everybody loses. The company wins, the client wins, the VA wins, or the company loses, the client loses, and the VA loses. It's win-win-win, lose-lose-lose. So it makes sense that we all want everyone to win. So it makes sense. So here is what you need, and we'll talk about this more in depth next week. And you can find this in the portal. Number one, you need the avatar worksheet. You need the avatar worksheet. Number two, you need your pre-qualifying system in place. Number three, you need your DM scripts. Those of you in the group business coaching program, we've done the avatar worksheet. Have you given that to your VA yet? Have you sent it to them? Or better yet, have you created a Google Doc file and put it into a file where they can access it? Something like that. Your pre-qualifying system you just did? Okay, we want to give that to them. The next steps for you guys is to put your DM scripts together over the next week. Okay, and if you go into the VA portal, okay, if you all go to the VA portal, lesson 3 here, you can find the scripts in here. These are the 3 scripts. 3 reasons we DM people. 1, if they interact on a post. 2, they request a free offer from a call to action. Or 3, when they join a Facebook group. And you're going to see some of this in action very shortly. Because I'm going to line them up and knock them down. That doesn't sound right. We need the booking system. So we need the booking system and the confirmation system. What do I mean by the booking system? Okay, Daphne's got a client ready to book in. What's the process in the system? So Daphne will come to my calendar. Daphne will come to my calendar. Okay. Daphne, who's one that you booked? Let's find one that you booked. Where's it? Give me one. Scott. Hey, Scott's on this call. Let's choose Scott. Actually, let's not choose Scott because it's got his phone number in there and he's on this call. Who else did you book, Fiona? I booked Fiona.
Teresa.
Teresa. So part of the system is in a part of the point, and you can in the DM scripts. There's also appointment setting SOPs, and you can find my script for confirming, my script for booking. Most people don't have systems in place for that stuff, and wonder why it doesn't have. We have a color. See, we have a color code system. Okay, so Daphne's booked this person in for a business coaching consult. Put their time zone and the country in here. They're in Greece. Has not removed join Google Meet, which you're meant to. Still says join with Google Meet. Remember, we've got to delete that. So make sure you remove this join with Google Meet because it confuses people because it's a Zoom. So this has to be removed, yes. To all my appointment setters, a friendly reminder, because it happened again yesterday. Someone was waiting on Google Meet. So little things like that. Go back to Teresa. Okay. You could put an email in here and there should be notifications. There should be an email notification. And you haven't done the email notification. Oh, yes, you have. Sorry. There's 2 email notifications, one 1 hour before, one 24 hours before. Okay. And you can see in here, Daphne has put a hello message from Daphne and where the lead came from. This person came from a welcome message in the online coaches group, which is where a lot of our clients come from. We have a color code. So there's a system in that. The other part of that system, and this is really important, you guys are going to love this. I freaking love this. Noemi is oh my goodness, I got a blank. Sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, brother. Who's the guy that does our gifts again? Starts with E. Noemi.
Say it again, boss.
Who does our gifts again? The gifts.
Amir.
No, not Amir. Starts with E. Remember, we've got him in all of our
Earl Grey. Earl Grey.
Earl Grey, that's the one, Earl Grey. Is Earl Grey still with us?
He was in a fight now.
Sorry?
I'm doing the gifts now, boss.
You're doing the gifts.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's awesome. I didn't know that. There you go. Thank you. Look, Kim, Look, Kim. Daphne, I cannot find Teresa's chat. Can you please tag me quickly?
I'm still waiting for her personal FB account, boss.
All right. Let's choose a different one then.
Charis Williams, boss. For next week, I booked her in. It has a
Teresa's on
group.
this call. I'm not going to choose someone on this call because it's got details in there. Grace. I'll just choose anyone here. It's Monica. Okay. I'll just choose somebody else. So guys, I want to show you this because this is in the system as well. So we have a system for everything. Let me open this up in Messenger. Just move this stuff around. Okay, cool. So Grace is our phone call setter. Daphne and Laurie is our 2 Facebook DM setters, and Kim is our LinkedIn manager and setter. We have 4 setters, about to bring on board another one. Winnie's been trained as well, which we'll come back to in a moment. Thank you for your patience in that, guys. So Grace has booked in Monica Daniel for August 19th. So if you go to my schedule here, we'll see Monica here. Okay, Grace has booked Monica in. She's put the country and location and the time in their time zone. We've got clients in 20 countries or something. And put in here where they came from the sales and closing challenge. All that details in here. Set up the email notification, sent them an email notification here, right? But what we do is when my appointment setters book in an appointment with me, they create a Facebook group chat and connect us. So Charisse, when your appointment setter books an appointment, you want them to create a Facebook group chat and connect you. So Grace has got a script. This is a script. Hey, Monica, please meet Jason, the founder, says some stuff about me, edify me, puts the link to the pre-qualifying form in here, okay, and has them fill out the pre-qualifying form. And see this cool little GIF here? All of our appointment setters and angels have a little GIF like that in this message. So you can find this script in the appointment setting SOPs in the portal. And Quantum Business Coaching clients, I'm going to encourage you to start using this immediately. I'm just going to paste that script. Oh, I can't paste it. It's too long. You know what? I'll paste it into the group. Who would like a gift done for your VA, by the way? For those that are on here live, I'm going to give you each of you a free gift. All right, you ready for some work, Kathleen? Yeah, I'm just going to put this in here. I'm just going to, I'll paste it as plain text. There we go. Appointment setting script. I'm just posting the script into the group so you guys can find it easy. Some typos in there, Grace. Just be mindful of those typos. I've just posted that script I just showed you into the VA client group so you guys can use that and you can edit that and put that together as an example. Go back to the chat. Who would like a gift for your VAs? Shirley says, thanks. Only Shirley? You got to head off, Belinda. Okay, thank you. All right, cool. If you want one of those gifts created for your VAs, appointment setters, reach out to Kathleen. Kathleen is on all groups. You can find her in whatever group. Yeah. Oh, here they all come. Sarah, Mark, Charisse, Paula. Yeah. Anybody that wants a gift created, reach out to Kathleen. Okay, you can find Kathleen everywhere. Slack, all the groups, Facebook. She's easy to find. Okay. Okay, Rand. That's fine. That's fine. So there is even a system for that, for the booking and the confirmation. The confirmation system is really important as well. They get an email 24 hours and 1 hour before automatically from Google. My team ring them the day before. This is really important, right? We ring them the day before. So Grace rings everyone the day before. So on Sunday, Grace will ring. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sales calls booked in on Monday. I've got 2 business coaching, 1 digital service, 1, and I've got 2 follow-ups to sign up as well. Okay. Grace on Sunday will ring those people. In fact, Grace does triage calls now, but that's for another training. Okay, because I don't want to do 2 sales calls, I only do 1 because I'm too busy. You can see my schedule, I'm too busy. And I'm trained. The reason why I'm doing sales calls at the moment is because I'm training 2 new sales team. I brought on 2 new sales team. I step back in to do sales, but train them and spend time with them. That's how all in I am with team and spending time and training. I cannot tell you if you spend the time with them in that first month or so, how would you love your VA to crush it, hit all their targets, become full-time, build a team of them, be with you for years? We all want that. So spending enough time with them, training properly and getting them set up for that first month or 2 to create lifelong, long-term success is really crucial. Okay. Now you can find that stuff in the portal, in the SOP section. Okay. So with the SOP training, I just use tell, show, watch, go. Okay. So as an example, how are we going for time? Yeah, quick. Daphne, you there?
Yes, boss.
Okay, so in a nutshell, this is how I would do it. Oh my goodness, what's happening here? So Daphne, I'm going to take you through and teach you the script now in the post interaction. So Daphne, you're going to take care of, you're the manager for this Facebook group here. Daphne's going to create 3 Facebook accounts to help build this group, okay, and interact in this group, okay. Now in this group, anytime somebody interacts in a post, Daphne, you're going to send them a friend request and you're going to DM them with the goal of booking them in for appointment, but to thank them. So Daphne, what you're going to do here, this is the script. Can you see my screen? So
Yes,
anytime somebody likes or comments or interacts on any of my posts within the Facebook group, every day you're going to send them this post. You're going to type here, I can't edit it. Hi, name, it's Jason Grossman's personal assistant here. I can see you recently commented on, let's say he liked the post. Let's find one here. Let's go featured. By the way, I put all my stuff in the featured section here. Let's find something. Okay, so if we look at this last post, here's some people that, so what Daphne, what you'll do is every day you'll look at my posts and anyone that interacts and just likes, Vedas here, who's actually in a group program, has liked this. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on add friend. So some of these people aren't friends. Click on add friend, then you're going to message Vedas. And then what you're going to message Vedas, okay, this is a blog post on how to build 100K months. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take this script, okay, and you're going to copy this, which I can't do because I cannot edit it. It's going to make life fun. Download it. And it's going to say, hey, Vedas, it's Jason Grossman's personal assistant, Daphne here. I can see you recently liked Jason's blog post on how to build 100K months. And he's just asked me to send you a personal message to say, thank you so much for participating and just to say hi. That's it. Now, if he doesn't reply, do we reply, Daphne?
no, boss.
If he doesn't reply, how long do we wait before we send another message and follow him up?
I'm about a week, boss.
No, never. Trick question. We never
Oh.
do, because if Vedas liked the post today, what's he probably going to do again in the near future? He's going to like another post. You're going to send him the same message. Yeah. So that's fine. Now, when he replies, what we do is we take him through the 3 powerhouse questions. So you're going to copy and paste this, okay? Hi Vedas, great. Hey Vedas, great to connect. So Vedas will reply and say, thank you, have a great day, something like that. Now, when he replies, you now have compliance. You've got agreement to converse back and forth. Okay, so don't send question marks. Did you get this or anything like that? I want to check. Don't need to do that. That's desperate. Don't be needy, awkward, weird, and desperate. Okay, be elegant, ethical, and yeah. Hey, Vedas, great to connect around the world. You are. That's the first powerhouse question. Now, once he replies, okay, you want to make sure the most important thing is that he is acknowledged. That you acknowledge him. Now, I don't have that in the script because I can't teach you how to be a human being and have a conversation as a loving, caring, smart, intelligent human being. But you want to acknowledge. So let's say that he says, I say, great to connect. Where in the world are you? And he says, I'm in the UK. I'll be like, oh, great, man. I love the UK. Spent a couple of weeks there a while back. Oh, I'd love to visit there. Man, it seems cold there. And then we go straight into the next question. Daphne, you know that every time we send a message, we always end it in what? A question. Always end your messages in the questions. Appointment setting and selling is about asking questions. Coaching, asking questions. Leadership, asking questions. Everybody get better at asking questions. The person who asked the question is the person that directs the conversation. Does that make sense? If they ask a question, what do? You answer it, and then after the answer, in the same message, you ask the next question. So he might say, Daphne, where are you? And you say, I'm in the Philippines. By the way, what kind of business do you have? Yeah, nice little segue. He might say, I have a business coaching business. Great. Then you ask the third powerhouse question, what's your biggest challenge or your biggest goal right now? What's your biggest challenge or your biggest goal right now? Now he might say generating leads. And then we'll reply, we can definitely help you with that. In fact, I've got a free lead generation kit here. It shows you how to get 30, 50 leads per week. Would you like me to send it to you? If he says no, you'll say, hey, I completely understand. Just before you go, have you thought about hiring a VA? Okay. If yes, if he says yes, I do want the kit, send it to him, and then also you're going to offer him a free business consultation. Okay, if he's not interested in either, okay, like okay, this is the older one. All right, cool. So the awesome thing about our structure, guys, is that we have different products and services. So we offer the business coaching session free first in this situation. And if they're not interested in, oh, I already have a business coach, or I don't need coaching, not everybody wants coaching. It's funny because all coaches think everyone should have a coach. I disagree. I don't think everyone should have a coach. Not everyone has the right mindset. Not everyone is in the right stage of the healing journey. Some people have too much going on in their life to be able to focus properly on being your client to give it what it needs to get success. I don't believe everyone should have a coach. And that sounds counterintuitive to what we should believe or think or say. The fact is that most people aren't ready for coaching. But we're creating a business where we have something for everyone. You need AI integration? We can do that for you. Want to launch a podcast? We got you. Need appointment setters, social media managers? We got you. Want closers and salespeople? In the 15 months, we've got you. Want help building a business? We got you. No matter what your problem, challenge, or goal is, we can help you in your business over the next few months as it's all set up. Okay. Does that make sense, Stephanie?
Yes, boss.
So with the phone setter and the sales team, it's the same. On the next 3 slides, I'm going to choose the team, and we're actually going to do mini trainings on the next 3 slides. This is really setting up for the next 3 slides and actually doing quick mini trainings. How are we going? 45 minutes, good. Okay. So appointment setting, phone call setting, and sales scripts for selling, very similar process. We have a script, we teach them through tell, show, watch, go, and the next 3 slides, if that makes sense. So again, this slide is really setting up. It's one piece of the puzzle. When sometimes you get one piece of the puzzle, it's more confusing than having no piece of the puzzle. Once you have all 4 pieces of the puzzle, it'll all make sense. Okay, just setting up for the next one. Okay, so who do I have on here? I was going to pick. Yeah. So you've hired your VA, you put your SOPs together, you've trained them in the appointment setting script, right? You started training them. Now Daphne's using the script and beginning the process. We want her to get faster. Okay. Why is speed important, do you think? Who wants more results? Who wants more appointments? Who wants more leads? Who wants better productivity, more efficiency from your team? We all do. We all want these things, right? A part of efficiency and productivity and results is speed, especially with the growth producing activities. If it's a metric that brings revenue into the business or growth into the business, the faster it's done, the sooner it happens. Would you agree? The 2 secret sources online are urgency, speed, and consistency, sustainability. You'll also notice this is quality and quantity. Who here is a qualitative person? Quality is more important than quantity. Most people will probably say yes. But you can't have quality without quantity. Quantity comes first. Speed first. Yeah. Get 10 appointments. Don't worry about the quality of the appointments. You might be thinking, well, I want quality leads. Well, you've got no clients. You've got a new sales system. You need to practice. You're better off practicing with leads that aren't that great and get mastery over it sooner. Focus on quantity first. But when I'm training my guys, if Daphne sends 3 times the amount of DMs in the same amount of time, what happens to my appointments or her appointments? Some people say triple, right? But actually it will quadruple because things compound. Grace makes phone calls. I want her to make 100 phone calls per hour. 100. Most people make about 20 or 30 in the beginning. Your VA right now that you've hired, all of you, is too slow. They're too slow on social media. They're too slow at sending DMs. They're too slow at inviting people to groups. They're too slow in making phone calls. Too slow. I'm not having a go at your angels. It's just too slow. So you've got to actually get them to share the screen and do it with them. So here are the specific tasks that I focus most on speed training with: social media management, sending DMs, making phone calls, appointment setting, and obviously CRM and AI management. If you've got somebody using Go High Level or a platform or something, you want them to be fast, do you not? Today, we're going to focus on these first few here. So we have a funnel, don't we? We send friend requests, we invite them to the group, we send those new group members a DM. Okay, we collect the phone number, then we ring them, we book them in for an appointment. I'm going to go through that entire process now. Am I boring you, Kathleen? You're right. Okay. So this is what we're going to do first. So we're going to do speed training. Winnie, are you there? Now the training, the next half an hour is literally 30 to 40 minutes, literally going to be me training my team in real time through these trainings. Grace, Winnie, Laurie, Daphne, Lil Kim, please get ready. Winnie, are you there, please? Where's Winnie?
Yes, boss.
I need your video on and to share screen, please.
Wait, boss.
No, never tell boss to wait. You never say yes, boss, and never say wait, boss. Any of you to any of your clients. All right. All jokes aside, let's go. How do I make a pin? Winnie, what you doing? I asked you guys to be ready when we first jumped on.
Pick
What's
up my
happening?
laptop.
Are you not on your laptop yet? Winnie, can you please bring yourself off mute? You've got 70 people here listening, waiting, watching for you.
Yes, boss. Setting up my laptop.
No, yes, boss. Please keep yourself off mute. Remember, guys, you're not allowed to say yes, boss. What are you doing with it? You've got to talk to me. So this is good training as well. When this happens, this is good training as well. So VAs, you've got to communicate. Winnie, I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing?
Setting up my laptop, boss.
What does that
Joining
mean?
in
Setting up your
via
laptop? I don't understand what that means. Are you turning it on?
Yes, boss.
You're turning your laptop on. Again, Winnie, never say yes, boss, and never say wait, boss. VAs, you've got to communicate effectively, and clients with your VAs as well. When I go into training mode, it'll seem almost like I'm being passive aggressive, but I'm efficient. I want to move quick. I play the one sentence game. Especially if it's speed training, we want to be moving quick. And I find it very fascinating. We're setting up for speed training, and here we are waiting for Winnie. Winnie, where are you up to? You got to tell me where you're up to. We can't see you. What exactly is happening?
Joining in via laptop, boss.
Joining what? Zoom?
Yes, yes, boss.
So you're on your phone right now on the screen, is that correct?
Yes, boss.
Okay. So all of my personal angels, when we do trainings, what device do we always do these trainings on every time? And your meetings, always on a laptop and computer. This is good training. Winnie should know that she always joins my meetings or trainings on a laptop and computer. If you work for me and you join on your phone, I'll kick you out. Because the purpose of the trainings and the meetings is to be able to share screens, do role play, and all that sort of thing. And if you're not set up, you're just slowing everything down. So Winnie, you're letting nearly 70 people down right now. And
Apologies, boss. I'm here now.
yeah, so again, like you can be direct and assertive without being rude. My tone might be direct and assertive, but be direct and assertive, but still be kind and loving and patient as much as you can. All right, so we've lost Winnie. Probably should have just done this with Daphne, but I want to do this with Winnie because I'm due to do this with Winnie. Because while Winnie's doing that, what Winnie is doing is we are currently, I'll share my screen, I'll show you what I'm doing. What we're currently doing, what's that? I don't hear my aircon's turned up. So we're launching a sales agency, as you guys, some of you know, in a few months. So we're currently building a Facebook group for salespeople, and we're going to get it to 2,000 people before we launch. So we've got this new group here called Salespeople, Sales Team, and Closers. This is our Facebook group. Okay, we've got 400 members. I think it's about 5 weeks old or 6 weeks. We're getting. Well, we had a very low week last week, Winnie. Okay, cool. All right, cool. 6 weeks, we built it to 400. It was a slow week last week. But Winnie is responsible for growing this group. Okay. Now, what we're doing is in this group, what's really important is if you look at the featured section, all of my Facebook groups have a welcome message, okay, and a welcome video. In the welcome message, there is a free offer, a link so we can collect the details. So with any Facebook group, what we want to do is, this is the steps in a nutshell. Winnie has 3 Facebook accounts, I have 1. Together in the meeting, we can send 25 friend requests each, then invite them to this group. Once they join this group, they get tagged and they get a welcome DM from Winnie. In that DM, Winnie will send them a free offer, aim to get them in our phone and email list, and aim also to book them in for an appointment. If they download the free offer, they'll also get a call from Grace to book them in for an appointment. This is the ultimate funnel system on Facebook, what we teach, your VAs are trained in, and I highly encourage all of you to set up. For those in the group program, you're going to be going through that as well. Winnie, are you back?
I'm here, boss.
Can you please share your screen? I can't see you. Guys, can you turn your videos on, please? VA's videos on. Everybody videos on, please. It's a video training. Thank you. Videos on, mainnet. Draw on, everybody video on. Okay, so here, we're going to do it from the beginning. So Winnie has 3 Facebook accounts. Are they all open? Winnie, I don't know why you're not set up. I asked you to be set up and ready on this call, yeah? Daphne, are you set up and ready? Laurie, you set up and ready? Grace, you set up and ready? Grace, do you have your recordings ready? I have asked you guys several times. Thank you. So Winnie, do you have all 3 Facebook accounts, please?
Yes, boss.
Open them up. We're all still waiting for you. Don't be afraid to put a little bit of pressure on your team. just don't be rude. So and I actually what I often do with the team is I pre-frame them. I'm just going to correct you. We're going to do speed training. We're going to move quickly. I'm not being rude. My tone might be harsh, but we're just looking for speed, efficiency, and I want to move through as quickly. I want to be productive. Okay, Winnie? So please know I'm never
Yes,
having a go at you. You're never in trouble. I want you to make mistakes, and those mistakes is how you learn. Okay, Winnie?
Yes, boss. Can you see my screen now?
I can, but there's only one Facebook account. I want to see all 3 Facebook accounts. How do you normally have
Oh.
all 3 open?
Mm,
Can you see why we need to do speed training with Winnie?
this one is my second Facebook,
I've
boss.
actually never done speed training with Winnie, and this is our first time, and I'm actually literally doing it in real time for the first time ever with her. Winnie is fairly new with us, and has only started a few weeks ago. Winnie, how do you normally have the 3 Facebook accounts open? Winnie, you need to talk
I
to me,
don't
please.
know.
If I ask you a
I
question.
don't know how to open the 3 Facebook at
That
once, boss.
that's okay. Just for now, leave it. Daphne, can you please teach Winnie how to do that when you get a chance before Monday? Daphne knows. Daphne knows everything. Thanks, Daphne. Is it okay?
Will do, boss. Yes, boss.
Okay, so let's go. So are you guys ready? Let's begin. So we're going to go through step by step. So the first thing we do is we're going to add friends. So first of all, go to your Facebook profile for me. So go to your Facebook profile. Now, this is how I set up the speed training. Winnie,
Yes, boss.
go
I'm
to
here.
your profile and scroll to the top and just take your hand off the mouse for a second. Okay, so I just want you to listen to me for a second. So we're going to do
Mhm.
speed training. I only want you to do what I ask you to do. If I
Okay,
don't ask you to
boss.
do it, don't do it. Does that make sense? Again, not being rude. I want efficiency here. So,
Yes, boss.
so when I'm going to give you directions, and I want you to do those directions. So the
Mhm.
first thing I need to do, so business owners, when you get on your daily meeting with your VA, the first thing you want to do, group business coaching clients, is you do this together. You send 25 friend requests to your avatar. Winnie needs to know the avatar. Winnie, who is that avatar?
Salesperson,
Yep,
high ticket sales,
yep,
and remote sales.
yes. I've given Winnie keywords to find people, but we do it together. So who are
Mhm.
we up to today? Are we up to high ticket? What are we up to today?
The high ticket, boss.
Okay, so what I want you to do is in search Facebook bar, type high ticket. You haven't sent friend requests today, have you yet?
Not yet.
No. Okay, cool.
High ticket.
Yeah, so you need, as Kimmy mentioned, you need to use Chrome for Facebook. Daphne can show you later. So now just hit enter. Hit enter. Okay, on the left, click people. Cool. Alrighty, cool. So now before we send friend requests, Winnie's been trained in an avatar, and there's certain countries we don't work with. Which countries do we not work
Mhm.
with salespeople?
That's India, Pakistan, and Africa, boss.
Correct. Yes. There is 2 places in Africa we do accept. Do you remember what they are?
That's on South Africa, boss.
Yes, and one more. I'll give you a hint, there's pyramids there.
Egypt.
Yes, Egypt, exactly. We accept Egypt, yeah. And also, did we miss something? No, that's good. You got it all. And also Philippines for salespeople. We
Yeah.
don't hire sales. We're keeping the Filipino thing for VA. Okay. So what we
Mhm.
need to do is, we're going to find 25 people to send friend requests to that fit the avatar. Sales at high ticket closer, Karim. Yes, click add friend. Yep, send friend request. Yep. I just click outside the box. Click on add friend on the right. Braden, yes.
Wait.
Yep, let's go faster. Matthew, yes. 3,
Matthew.
faster. Scroll down. Scroll down. Paulo, yes.
Oh,
Yep, Dermot, yes. No.
never mind.
Yep, Dino, yes. Keep going, faster.
No.
Yep, keep going down. Sharon, that's fine. Click add friend. Scroll down.
Alright.
Sharon. Yep. Click on Brandon, yes.
Brandon.
Zachary, yes.
Zachary.
Scroll down, Dervin, yes.
Derva.
Edwin, yes.
Edwin.
Dano, yes.
Darnell.
Gary, yes.
Gary.
Scroll down. Elson, yes. We're up to 13. Scroll down, Veronica, yes. Oh, no. Cancel. Scroll down. Jorgo, yes.
Jorgo.
Scroll down. Okay, it's not very exciting, but this is what we do. Okay, every day. Josh, yes. Yes. Yep, scroll down. Harrison, yes.
Harrison.
Yes, because we're looking for salespeople, but also business owners that would hire salespeople. We're connecting the two, right? Karim, yes. This is why it's important to choose an avatar that's easy to find. On LinkedIn, it's even easier. Yes. Diana, yes.
Diane.
Chad, yes. Definitely want him in there. Deepak, yes. 20,
Deepak.
21. Scroll down. Right, no, not Reynolds. No, pass. Tracy, yes. No,
Tracy.
actually, no. Sorry, no. Cancel. Yep. Gil, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Scroll down. Matthias, yes. All right, cool. That'll do. All right. Now, what I want you to do is go to the Facebook icon on the left-hand side.
Sorry, boss. Go to that.
Facebook icon, left-hand side. Go to the sales group for me. Go to the sales group. Click the Facebook icon on the left-hand side. Now, two things. Hold it there for a second for me. Two things, business owners. Number one, we can send 25 friend requests to each profile each day. Number two, we can send 49 invites to a Facebook group every day without being restricted. 25 friend requests, 49 to the group. If you do those two numbers, you'll never ever be restricted. Ever. Now on the left-hand side, whatever your groups are, make sure you shortcut them on the left here. So click on the salespeople group on the left. So make sure your VAs have shortcutted them, as Winnie has done there. Perfect. Okay, click on invite. And we can invite up to 50 people. Okay, so let's just click on, let's select 49. 1, 2, faster go. Just everybody. Tristan Tate, yeah, right. That's a fake profile. Scroll down, scroll down.
I
Keep
have
going.
only 5 available, boss.
Scroll down.
Because,
Just keep
that-
scrolling for me.
okay.
Just keep scrolling for me
Okay.
anyway. Scroll. It's a bit slow. Scroll. Okay, cool. If 5 is all you got, 5 is all you got. That means we need to build faster. Click send invites.
Send invites.
Okay. Now what the next step is that I personally do on Monday is if you click on people, Winnie, click on people tab. Yep, click on that. On the right hand side, business owners, it shows you where's the joined members. Scroll up. Where's the new members? What? Where's the new members that have joined? No, scroll up. What it will normally do, scroll up. Winnie, only do what I ask you to, please. Scroll to the top,
Sorry,
the other top.
boss.
Hold it there for me. Thank you. So when you click on people, normally it shows you how many people joined, and you can tag everyone in a welcome post. So business owners, what I personally do is every Monday, I tag everyone in this group. And then what Winnie will do is DM every new member. So if you go scroll down, Winnie, to
Yes,
new
boss.
members. Okay. Now, Winnie, do you have the welcome to the group script there? Welcome to the group. So anyone that joins any of our groups gets a welcome message from one of my assistants with a free gift. And then from there, we aim to book them in for appointments. We get a lot of appointments this way. Okay. So there's 3 DM scripts in the portal. One of them is this script, which is welcome new members. Winnie, do you have the script there?
Yes, boss. I got this.
Okay, copy. So what I want you to do is listen to my voice, is hover over Sheila. We're going to send how many DMs at a time? 10 DMs at a time per account. So you need to always send friend request first. So click add friend. Yeah, click
Okay,
message. Okay, only do what I ask. If I don't ask you to click or do something, don't do it. Let me just, how do I get rid of this? Let's close this down for a second. Okay, now you can have 2 or 3 windows open at a time. Hover over. Now we only DM people that fit our avatar. Does Alunubi fit our avatar? No, he's probably not in the right country. What about Chor? Maybe. Let's hover over Chor. No, don't close that. I didn't say close that. Winnie,
Sorry, boss.
you did something I didn't ask you to do, didn't you? Yeah, cool. Now hover over Chor.
Or
Okay, click add friend.
add friend.
Yeah, click message.
Message.
Hover over Robert.
Robert.
Click add friend.
Mhm,
Actually,
add
know that guy.
friend.
Send message. Click send message. This is
Yes.
called a production line. Paste the script into each of the boxes. Do not press enter. Paste,
Okay, boss.
paste, paste. Yep, paste. Yep, next one. Nope, I didn't say that. Nope, nope. Winnie, only do what I ask you, please. Yep, paste, paste, paste. Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now change Winnie to Sheila. Yep, change Winnie to Chore. And again, that my style, you might think this is a bit assertive, some of you, but put a little bit of pressure on them because Daphne, how much better are you now? Like our guys are amazing. How amazing Daphne has gone through this process many times. Daphne is spectacular. And so I've just got to keep reminding them, I'm not being rude, I'm just being direct. I'm teaching you to be fast. I'm teaching you to be
Yes,
effective.
yes.
This is why my personal VAs are so great, guys. You know, so don't be afraid to just be kind, be loving still. But yeah, okay, so scroll down to the bottom. Scroll down to the bottom. Yep, scroll on all of them. Scroll. That's pretty good, yeah. Click send, send, send. Send, send, send. Send, send, send. Close the three boxes. Close the three boxes. Now, I think we use the rule of 10, Daphne, don't we, for DMs? We send 10 DMs on one account, 10 on the next, 10 on the next. So Winnie has 3 accounts, so she'll do them in like blocks of each profile and rotate. She'll send 25 friend requests on one account, then the next, and the next. She'll then invite 49 to the group, and then the next, and the next. And there's a production line. It's actually really quick and very effective. And they have all 3 accounts open on Chrome at the same time. Okay, yep. So go back to people, scroll down. We're going to send more. Let's just do 3 more. No. Scroll down. We're going to people. We're going to send more DMs. Okay, we got Michael. Hover over Michael. Okay, add friend. We're getting a lot of people that aren't. Okay, click
Yes.
message. Yep. And it doesn't matter if you've got people on multiple accounts. Yep. Next, Daryl. Yep. Hover over Daryl. Oh, sorry. Yep, Daniel. No, Daniel doesn't fit. Yep. Add friend. Add friend. Add friend. Add friend. Add friend.
Yeah.
Add friend.
Mm,
Yes. Add friend. Cool. And then Josephine. Hover over Josephine. No, Daryl doesn't fit.
see.
Josephine. Add friend.
Add
Yep. And then message, and then Darren.
message. And then that.
Thanks for typing those numbers in there. I appreciate that. We actually do talk about those numbers in the full training. Yep, let's go faster. I need you to be a bit faster, please. When you paste, 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 paste. And this is technically on the job training as well. Okay, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. Change the name Michael, Josephine, Darren. How annoying are the Zoom pop-ups? It's funny. This right here, right now, for your group business coaching clients is crucial. Right now, this part here, crucial. This is why my guys do so well. I had paste, enter, enter, enter. Oh, you've got to change Daphne to Winnie. Oh, yeah, cool, 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 cool.
Let's see.
I'll come back to the chat box in a moment. I've got the chat box closed so I can see all the screen properly. All right, cool. Couldn't send. Scroll up. Why is that? Are you sending too many? Just scroll up to the top of the message. What does it say? Scroll down a bit. That's okay. So close those 3 windows for me. That's fine. Just close them. This is why we rotate between accounts as well. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to scroll down to my last post. Yep. Now you got to go to, so click on community home and scroll down to my last post. Go back to the discussion. Yep. Scroll down to my last post. Yep. Scroll down. So whenever you can find my last post, wherever it is. This group's going pretty well, actually.
This one, boss.
There's no interaction. Scroll down to one who've got interaction. This is Marla. Right there.
This
That's
one.
it. Hold it there. Hover over the likes, people. To hover over it. Okay, I can click on it. Sure. Scroll down. They're all team. Everyone is on this team. Normally, what we need to do here is hover over them, send them a friend request, and send them the post interaction script. Or send them the call action script. I think that's it. Thanks, Winnie. Thank you very much. All right,
Thank
quick
you,
look at the
boss.
chats. Let me have a look at the questions here. If you have the 3 accounts open, is there a possibility that you would send to the same person? No, because what we actually do, we have a system. That's a really good question. So notice Winnie has 3 keywords: high ticket closers. What were they? High ticket closers, salespeople, and sales.
Remote
agency or
boss.
something, whatever it was. So Winnie uses one account for one keyword. So for example, we have business coaching, life coaching, and fitness coaching. So there's one for life coaches, one for fitness coaches, one for, so we separate them. Yeah, if that makes sense. Also, Winnie's the only manager in that group as well. And if there are double ups, not too much of a problem. The best way around that is to use a CRM. We're actually moving everything to Go High Level. Literally right now, it's being done right now. Go High Level is a pipeline system, and we're launching a new system. Go High Level integrates Facebook, LinkedIn, phone, and SMS, which means Grace, the phone call setter, can see everything in a pipeline. Daphne and Laurie and Winnie from Facebook and Kim from LinkedIn can all use one platform to see everyone and everything all in one platform. You can see the LinkedIn with the Facebook and everything, and there'll be no double ups as well. So the best way to avoid double ups is use a CRM or platform. Go High Level is definitely the best for it, which is why we're going back to it. They made some really cool changes, and we're integrating AI appointment setting software to the Go High Level as well. We're setting up an agency to operate through Go High Level. We use Slack to run the QVA business. We use Go High Level as an operations central hub. For those that want to build a bigger business agency, I'm going to recommend that in the future. In fact, we're launching a program for it where we set up your Go High Level funnels on there, appointment setters on there, integrate your AI and everything. That's what we're setting up. We'll be ready in 2 weeks. And we're using Mighty Networks for our coaching consulting company, launching next week. You'll see that. So high level, yeah, high level or Go High Level, yeah. Cool. How do you spell that? Yes, yes. Is that Vicky? Yeah, Vicky, you're in the group program. Hold off anything like that because I'm going to help you with that stuff in the group program. But I'm going to get you guys to use Go High Level down the track once you get some clients coming through. You have 3 accounts, daily max. Yes, thanks for that, Charisse. You can open. All right, cool. Awesome. Guys, videos on, please. Look at all these videos off. Basing, Jenna, Emily, Rio, Carl, Justin, Cherry, Baya, Donabelle, Chris, Dan, Rani. Again, Baby and Beth, this is a video training, please. Videos on. Videos on, please. All right, how are we going for time? Let me go back to the training. Was that useful, guys? You get a bit out of that? Some of the finer details. Speed training, social media friend, request invite, welcome new members, reply to CTAs. What the team do as well. We're not going to have time for it, but I'll just quickly show anyway. If you look at, so I have one person take care of one Facebook group. This avoids any mix-ups, right? So Daphne takes care of this group. Winnie takes care of the other group. Laurie takes care of our business coaching and our VA groups. One VA per group. Otherwise, there's mix-ups and spam and stuff as well. So in the big coaches group, I put everything in the featured section. I do all my content in here with calls to action. When I do the calls to action, hopefully Daphne's messages show up. When I do it here, so and Daphne's doing. I'm giving the team questions to do as well. So we've done a call to action. We generate 300, 400 leads every week. Do we? No, we don't. 200, 300. We used to. We generate hundreds of leads per week. Who wants free access to the system? All these people are going, yes, 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 yes. Daphne will then reply to boost the algorithm with the link to the offer. This could be Calendly, webinar, or the offer. And then Daphne will send these people a friend request, use a script and aim to book them for an appointment. Okay, which is a really cool system. When they download the offer, Grace will also give them a call. It's a really cool funnel system. The Facebook groups, when done properly, you can build a 7-figure business just from a Facebook group and nothing else. As long as you have funnels set up, you'll be fine. Yeah, and you can send email. Done properly. Again, this Facebook group, we just hit 33,000 members. We have a little. I'm getting a bit distracted here, but that's the lowest we've ever had. We normally get about 500 members joining this group. 1,700 in the last. It's a bit lower, isn't it? What's going on there, Daphne? All right, back to the training. So, social media. I want to do now. What I normally do is phone speed training. Gracie there. So we're not going to do speed training directly now because we're going to do role play with Grace very shortly. I'm going to move through this quickly. Gracie there.
Yes, boss.
So,
Good morning, everyone.
So who here has your VA making phone calls? Now, if you're in a group business coaching program, you're doing a prize draw. Guess what's going to happen at the end of the prize draw? Your VA is going to ring them. So this is going to be huge for you. I'm a massive fan of phone calls. It's the best way to book appointments. It's the most personal way to book appointments. I think anyone not building their phone list and having phone calls is crazy. You have someone like Grace who's been with me off and on since 2013. We call her Amazing Grace. Best phone call person we've ever had. And amazing, right? Now, when somebody starts making phone calls, here are my tips for speed. Number one, make calls from your phone. So this is really important for your group business coaching clients because you're about to do this with your prize draw and your webinar. So everything you do, you collect phone numbers. When you do events and webinars, when you do prize draws, when you set up funnels and offers in your calendar. Every Monday, we give Grace access to those lists. Soon she's going to have the Go High Level and the Mighty Networks. She can just access it direct through those pipelines, which is going to be awesome. Okay. So Grace has the phone list and Grace rings those people. Here are the tips for getting faster. Number one. Okay, we currently use Skype, but it doesn't really matter what platform, as long as Grace or VAs, you always make phone calls from your phone, not from your laptop or computer. Why do we say make phone calls from your phone, Grace? Grace, just keep yourself off mute, please. We're gonna have a conversation. Grace,
Yes, boss.
why do we make phone calls on the phone?
It's for better reception.
It's faster on the phone.
Yeah,
Because you can
speed as
speed
well.
dial, right? So at the moment, the guys use Skype, and the awesome thing about Skype is you can purchase for like $9 or something, different phone numbers. So when we call somebody in the US, we're using a US phone number. Call someone in New Zealand, we're using a New Zealand. Calling someone in the UK, we're using a UK number. Right? It doesn't cost a lot of money. Okay. Grace will make calls from her phone on Skype. She just logs into my Skype account. Soon we'll be using the inbuilt system on Go High Level. Doesn't matter what platform you're using, you still use your phone because it's faster. You ring. So when Grace rings, Grace, how many phone calls per day do you make? About 800, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Grace makes 800 phone calls a day, guys. Right? So about 100 per hour. Okay. Most people, when you get them to make phone calls, they're going to make about 20 or 30 an hour. But you ring someone on the phone. So what you do is on your laptop or computer, you have the phone list open, VAs. You have your client's schedule open. And you have the script open. You can have all three of those things open and see them all so you don't have to move things. You should not have to navigate and move things in between making calls. We make the call. When do we hang up? How many dials before we hang up, Grace?
How many dials, boss?
Yeah, how many times do we let the phone ring before we hang up? You know the answer. It's a trick question. We don't hang up. We let it dial out, don't we?
Yeah.
Why, yeah.
We'll let it finish.
We let it finish. That's not a trick question. You know the answer. You've been doing it for a long time. Yeah, so we Grace calls until it dials, and now as soon as it runs out, what do we do? The phone number's right there, dial. Rings out, dial, ring out, dial, ring out, dial, ring out, dial. What happens if it goes to voicemail? What do we do?
Next number.
Yes,
We
do
don't
not-
we do
don't
not
leave-
leave.
We do not
Yeah.
leave voicemails for prospects. We leave voicemails for people that have an appointment, but not for people that don't have an appointment. Do you know why? I'll give you a hint. The word is on the screen. Speed. Because if people call Grace back and she loses the control and it throws off her mojo and the momentum she's got, having people have the ability to, if you leave voicemail, one, less people call you back, but also it slows everything down. All about speed. Phone calls is all about speed first, tone second. Speed first, tone second. We did tonality training recently, remember, Grace? I trained them in tonality, in using and using elocution and flow and modulation. We do training in that stuff as well. Right now.
Yes.
Oh, Grace. Yes. What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? Grace, set up, make it call, make call strategy. I think that's about it. Oh, so now what I get Grace to do is because we do the tell, show, watch, go. So I open up the script, I tell her how it works, I show her, Grace watches me make calls. Many years ago she did. Then I watch her make calls. Now, rather than sitting there waiting for people to answer the phone, because it could take an hour, Grace might need to make calls for an hour sometimes to get hold of someone. Now you might be thinking the business owner, it's not worth it. Well, that's cost you $10, $11. If they make calls for 6 hours, it's cost you $60. They book one appointment, you've just made $5,000. The return on investment's crazy for VAs, appointment setters, and phone, crazy. So what I do in this situation, when there's phone calls, I get Grace to record them all. So Grace records them, we listen back, and then I give her feedback. This is part of on-the-job training. We're going to do that shortly. So hopefully you got some recordings ready. I do the same with Noemi. Noemi does interviews and onboarding. She records them, and I give her feedback and review them. Whenever your team is interacting in a live conversation over phone or Zoom, when you're not there, have them record it. Get them to watch it. What did I get you to do, Grace, last week? I told you to record it and listen back yourself and start coaching yourself, right? Teach them how to coach themselves, right? Listen back. It's like when you guys do Facebook Lives. Whoever watches your Facebook Live and go, oh, let's get rid of that. That's terrible. Oh, more eye contact. Oh, get rid of those ums and ahs. Oh, I love this. Let's use this next time. Do you review your own stuff? Do you review your team stuff? Do you teach your team on how to review their own stuff? So that's how we do that. Any questions? How are we going? Almost done. Daphne responds to move the... Yeah, cool. Daphne's got that. Cool. Jack, confirming we send 25 friend requests per account. Coordinate events group, correct. This should generate... I'm just having a look at the stats Jack sent. The Facebook group's only one strategy we use to generate leads, because we do events, we have funnels, we have offers and so forth. But you should get about 50 to 100 new members in your group every week to begin with. But what happens with the Facebook group is when the search engine kicks in, it compounds. So 5 people organically join a day, next thing you know, 50 organically. So it gets organic growth. So it actually compounds and grows faster over time. Yeah. Yep, cool. All right. Let's talk about part 3, role play. Everybody's least favorite way to train. If Grace and I do role play, which we're going to do, we're going to do some role play. Oh, we're going to get... Oh, we're going to do role play with Laurie as well. I'm going to DM role play with Laurie, phone with Grace. And then we'll go through... Okay, we're a little bit behind. All right, that's cool. What is role play? It's when I work with Grace and I take her through the system and then she takes me through the system. Why is it important to do role play, phone, sales, DM? Why is it important to do role play, especially verbal, with team? Like, why is role play so important? What do you guys think? Why is role play so important? Practice, yep, 100%. Just Vicky? You guys all bored? Not too much longer. We're going a little bit over time, but get comfortable. That's the bingo. Expect what you expect. Strategy, yeah. Shirley's hit the nail on the head. So I've hired 2 sales team, Julian and Devonte. Are they going to be more confident and comfortable taking me through the call or a prospect in real time? Which one's going to be more nerve-wracking for them? If what's going to be more nerve-wracking for you, Grace? Ringing me and taking me through it, or calling somebody that's a prospect on the list? Which one's going to be more nerve-wracking? Which one's going to be more uncomfortable? This is
Doing
the
role
purpose
play with you.
doing role play with me. Yeah, not doctors and nurses, Grace. Relax. We're not doing doctors and nurses. It's all good. Relax. It's okay. Different role play. Different role play. Grace and I have known each other for a very long time, so we like to have fun, joke around. This is the #1 reason we do role play, and most people don't know it. The purpose of role play is to do role play with your team until they get comfortable with you. Because if they're confident and comfortable with you as the boss or the team leader or whatever label you want to give it, then imagine how well they're going to master doing it in real time. Making phone calls, setting appointments, doing Zoom calls, selling is all so much easier in real life or real time. But when you've got an expert, or you've got a teacher or a coach or a trainer or a boss or a team leader watching you, what that does to learning and lesson is huge. So the whole idea to role play is you want to role play with your team, no matter what they're doing, until they're comfortable with you, as comfortable with you as they are in real time. Because if they nail it with you, imagine what they're going to do in real time. They'll crush it. Part of the reason Daphne and Grace and these guys are so well. How direct I just was with Winnie is how direct I'm with all these guys every day. I'm doing that every day, correcting them every day. And they know that. They know I'm doing it. That's the training process for efficiency product, and they all make great money for it. And we have a lot of fun. We do joke around. There is a time for play and fun. There's a time to get serious and so forth, right? Cool. So role play. I don't think we're going to have actual time to do this. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to do some bonus short videos. Next week, I'm doing some trainings with all the team. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some mini videos. I'm going to record the trainings of me with Daphne, Grace, and so forth next week. I'm going to put them into the group. I'll also put them into the portal. Would you guys like that? Get like mini videos of me doing that stuff? Would you guys like? Because we are a bit behind. We're going to run out of time. Is that cool? All right, cool. So what specifically do I role play? How do I get this? Yeah. So anything that has anything where my team is having conversations. So if they're conversing through DM, over the phone, they're booking appointments, they're scheduling appointments, they're interacting with someone through a CSM or on a sales call. If my team are having conversations and there's a script for that conversation, I role play. Yeah. And if it's a role play through Facebook or DM or LinkedIn, so be it. If it's a role play on Zoom, so be it. If it's a phone call, so be it. Okay. Now, the most important part, or the two most important parts of role play is the tell, show, watch, go, because this is part of that whole system, and CRC. Does anyone know what CRC stands for? CRC is one of the most important parts of training, otherwise known as sandwich feedback for your old school people. CRC stands for commend, recommend, commend. Okay. So next week, a part of the business coaching program, I've helped all the guys set up their sales script, SOPs, pre-qualifying avatar. I've helped them set up their pitch deck, all that, put all together. And what we're all doing is we're all getting on Zooms and doing breakout rooms, and they're going to practice with each other. You're going to role play with each other. Now, role play works best ideally with 3 people. There is a prospect, there is an appointment setter or salesperson, in that situation, salesperson, and then there's a coach. So these guys will do is someone will be the salesperson, someone will be the prospect, and someone will be the coach. Salesperson will take the prospect through the role play properly in full swing, and then the coach will make a commendation. Hey, what you did really well is you stuck to the script. Make a recommendation or two. Hey, I just noticed your tone here, or and ah there, or you missed this part here, or eye contact here. And then commend overall, that was really incredible. Keep that moving forward, and I think it'd be great kind of thing. This sandwich feedback is huge with giving feedback. Commend, recommend, commend. Especially for someone like me that is quite assertive and direct. Most of you won't be, like Belinda Love. You're not going to be as direct and assertive. It's a very effective training style when you're in the training zone, as long as you're pre-framing and people are aware that's just a training thing. So, okay, let's talk about the final one, and then we can wrap this up soon. I'm going to do some mini videos for you next week and record them. Daphne, Grace, Laurie, Kim, I don't think you're here. Winnie, all of you guys, when we do our trainings next week, can you please remind me to record? Team, can you remind me? Thank you. So I can put the recordings in the group. So part 4 is OJT, or on the job training and reviewing. You got to review things. On the job training is getting your hands dirty and working with them. And if we focus on appointment setting, what's everybody's target? How many appointments? Let's get this. Let's get some like specifics here. Can you show the slide before part 4 when you have a chance? This one here, part 3. You want to take a screenshot? There you go. We'll upload these slides with the replay into the group and the portal as well. Yeah, cool. Pleasure. Okay, so I think this is probably the most important part. So just in the chat, I want to help all of you guys get booked. My number one focus with all of you right now, especially in the business coaching program, is to get minimum 10 appointments per week. Well, in fact, all of you, I want all of you to get at least, because I know if all of you get at least 10 sales calls per week, you're all going to grow. That's the minimum number. If you get 10 appointments, you're going to get minimum 2 clients. The real magic number is 15, but the minimum is 10. We don't go less than 10, right? How many appointments per week can you all handle? Just post that in the chat for me. All your business owners, we're almost done. I know you're probably getting tired or hungry, or your ADHD's kicking in or whatever. I know you got other things. We're almost done, guys. How many appointments per week can you handle? Sales calls? 2 to 4 won't be enough to grow your business. The minimum program will be 10. Shirley. Who else is still on the call? Business owners. Paula. Mark. John. Jack. Charisse. Hey, Charlene, how you doing?
Phone went out. What was the question, Jason?
How many appointments or sales calls per week can you handle? Okay, Vicky says 10, Mark 20, Nika 25, Charisse 10. Let's say 10. So let's choose someone in the program. Let's go. So Vicky says 10. So in the group program, in the business coaching program, we always focus on minimum 10. So Vicky, your target is to book 10 appointments per week. Is your VA doing that yet? Whose responsibility is it to make sure that the business gets 10 appointments? It's yours, right? So in my business, my target is minimum 10 new clients every week. That's my minimum target. 10 new clients, 2 a day, 10 clients. Whose responsibility is it to make sure that happens? Mine. So I've just hired 2 salespeople, and they're going to be pretty new. Okay. If I'm not selling with them and I go off you go, I'm not going to have any control. I'm relying on crossing my fingers and hoping that they sell to hit the target. Where am I going with this? Is that on the job training and reviewing work is around growth producing targets, activities that are specific metrics and important KPIs. So it's normally sales and appointments. They're the 2 most important. So for example, should be 10 appointments and 2 sales, okay, for you guys right now, minimum, for those who want to get to 20,000 a month that aren't there. 7-figure is, it expands and grows. For me personally, our target is 10 clients, okay, and 50 appointments. Now, if you want 10 if I want 10 sales in my business, okay, then I want to be working with my sales team until they get 10 appointments without me. If you want 10 appointments in your business, you want to set appointments with your team until they're booking 10 without you. If you want 2 new clients in your business, you got to be doing that yourself until you have a team doing that for you, which will probably up it to 5 from there. My point is that especially for appointment setting and sales, you keep setting appointments yourself with your team, and you keep selling with your team until you hit your minimum targets. Because if you stop, you're not going to hit the target and you're going to blame the salesperson. So the key is on the job training and to do it with them, sell with them, book appointments with them. Let's focus on appointment setting because that's what really this is about. Who wants to guarantee as of next week you always get 10 appointments? I can guarantee that as of next week, all of you book 10 appointments every week. If you do one thing, most of you won't do it. It's actually 2 things. Okay. Here's the marketing funnel again. Here's the numbers again. 50 leads, 15 appointments, 8 show, 2 new clients. This is ideally what we aim for in our business coaching program. Because if you do that for a year, you'll be on pretty much $1 million a year business. Yeah. Okay. The focus for on-the-job training, we do it around attention, leads, appointments, sales, and coaching. So anything in this tasking. So if we hire a new coach, we do on-the-job training. We coach with them. We hire a salesperson, we do it with them. Appointment setter, lead generator, we do it with them. Social media, with them. Generate leads, with them. Until they have mastery, until they're hitting the target we want for our overall business without us helping. Does that make sense? So right now you all want 10 appointments. None of you are getting 10 appointments. Here's how you get 10 appointments. It's very simple. 2 things. First thing you got to do is you got to make a decision to not go to bed at all without booking 2 appointments every day. You all have a VA. You have a VA and you've got yourself. You book 1 appointment, you commit to booking 1 and they commit to booking 1 each day. That's all you need to do. 2 appointments. You decide together to not go to bed until you get those 2. Now, some days you'll book none and they'll book 2. And then vice versa. Some days you'll book 3 and they'll book none. But when you make the decision not go to bed until at least 2, you'll work together. The second part you've got to do is allocate time for that. So we talked about this in the group business coaching program, is you want to put aside 1 or 2 hours every day in your schedule where you get on a Zoom call with your appointment setter and you book appointments together. Maybe they make the phone call. Belinda, as I mentioned yesterday, Belinda's not on the call anymore. They make the calls, you do the email, and then you share the DMs in half. They do the welcomes and the post interaction, and you do the free offer, what it might be. Until you do this, you're not going to get booked solo with appointments, and it's going to take you way too long to get. So like if you look at my guys that book 10 appointments every week, some of them took 6 months to get to that point. It's taken a long time. We've actually had a pretty slow couple of weeks, but the quality's been incredibly high in the last few weeks. Okay. It's going to take for your appointment setter to get 10 appointments on their own, they're going to need to be full time, and it's probably going to take a month or 2. You don't want to wait to that. You want to do it now. So 2 things. Number 1 is you spend 1 or 2 hours a day on a call with them. Okay, we spoke about this in the group program yesterday. And then what I recommend is every Friday is you do a blitz. And what is a blitz? So in my last offline business, we had 3 personal training studios. We did business coaching, life coaching, and fitness coaching. And every Friday, there was 17 of us in the business that would sell, and we'd go into the boiler room. There was this big room with a big table in it, and we'd all go in the room with our phones. And on the board, we'd put all of our everyone had a target of 15 appointments. So on the board, if I had 5 next week, I'd put 10 strokes. And I was not allowed to leave the room till I booked the 10, and so forth and so forth. And we did it together as a team. Now, what I would do is, we're in Western Australia. If anyone's from Perth, in Victoria Park, there's a famous pub called the Broken Hill Tavern. I would put on a $500 or $1,000 bar tab every Friday, and the person that hit the target first could go over and hit the bar tab. So it was an extra incentive. So let's say you get to Friday and you should have 8 appointments, really. And you got 4, then you've got this extra blitz and extra time to get this 2, 3, 4 hours on the Friday. The most important thing for all of you in your business is appointments, because that's what gets you sales. No sales, no clients, no one to help. No clients, no one to help, no revenue. Appointments is the most important thing. It's the only thing stopping you and slowing you guys down. The number one reason people are, and you're going to hear me, I'm going to sound like a broken record. The only reason you're all not getting enough appointments is you're not spending enough time yourself with your team booking them. It's really that simple. Are they working with us in our time zone? Okay, that's a really good question. So my suggestion is, when you're doing the appointment setting, is peak time, because more people are going to be online, or more people are going to answer the phone. We know the ultimate peak time is that, 6 to 8 p.m., 5 to 7, around that time. So it'd be peak time ideally. Okay. Lunchtime and early mornings aren't bad. It also depends if you're making phone calls as well. Okay. But your VA should be doing appointment setting and social media at your peak time, before work, lunchtime, and that 2 or 3 hour slot in the evening. Yeah. If your VA is only doing 2 hours a day, which you got the group coaching special, they should be doing 6 to 8 p.m. your time, or 5 to 7 p.m. your time, around that time. So that's when you're doing your launch post as well. Yeah. Okay. It's the same with sales. I want to see who would like to be able to, again, build to 100,000 months. You're going to want to hire salespeople. You're going to need something. Now, the awesome thing about salespeople is that they don't cost as much as what you think. I'm actually launching the Quantum Sales Academy in a few months, where you can hire salespeople. Who would like to be able to hire salespeople and closers trained by me and have them work in your team? Yeah. Imagine having a team of VAs. Now, I preach what I practice. I have 5 appointment setters, 11 VAs, about to hire 2 more. I have 2 salespeople. Probably hire a couple more soon as we expand our new services and mastermind. Again, if you take one thing from this, what you want from your business and your team, do it with them until they can hit targets without you, however long that takes. And if they're not the right person, fire them and get somebody new. Yeah, it's really that simple. Okay. Any questions on that? Okay. Let's wrap this bad boy up. So what now? Okay, so I've shared this stuff with you. Okay, great. We have some content. We have some information. What do I do? 4 simple steps right now. Hopefully you took lots of notes. Number 1, refine the SOPs and get them ready to give to your VA. Okay, appointment setting scripts, DM and phone. Okay, they're in the VA portal. Avatar, pre-qualifying system, the appointment setting SOPs. If you go to the portal, you can see there's also an appointment setting SOPs. See down here, advanced setting. Appointment setting, lesson 7. So there's actually a second one in here. Check that out if you haven't checked it out. It's got the scheduling SOPs and the follow-up and confirmation and all that. Okay, so number 1, set up your SOPs. Number 2 is book daily meeting, with your VAs, where you send the friend request together, invite to the group together, invite to the next event together, set them up for the day. Okay, and set up the next tell, show, watch, go session to train them in the DM script, probably, right? And the on-the-job training. Set up the on-the-job training. So what you need to do is update your schedule. Daily meetings at the beginning of every shift for your VAs every day. Quick meeting with the team, that should go on your schedule. Number 2, your daily appointment setting on-the-job training with them, the 1 or 2 hours in your schedule. Number 3, the Friday blitz, the 2 or 3 hours. You might be thinking, Jason, I'm too busy for all that. If you're too busy to do the biggest thing that's going to grow your business more and faster than anything else, I think that's a problem. Yeah. Number 3, determine targets, okay, with your team and bonuses. Okay, I want 5 appointments. If they hit that, $30. Okay. If they become a client, we'll give them $50. If it's something else. So work out targets, work out bonuses, and link rewards to it. By rewards, I mean, at what point have you discussed with your VA to let them know at what point you'll increase their hours? So does your VA want full-time? Yes. They want 20 more hours. Have you communicated with them what needs to happen for that to happen so they can help it happen? If not, then you want to do that. And number 4 is book for our next training next week, which is the live induction. So next Saturday, and so once a month I do a live induction. It's a 3-hour training. This is going to be compulsory for your group business coaching clients. It's at the same time next Saturday, 8 a.m. next Saturday. Okay. And it's essentially the 3 strategy calls we used to do separately. We do it in one big call once a month. I go through the in-depth stuff on the psychology of your VA and setting them up. I go through in-depth attraction marketing, Facebook funnel, LinkedIn funnel, lead generation, and in-depth appointment setting. In-depth. So if you want more, who wants more attention, leads, and appointments from your VAs? Would you guys like that? Yeah, you want to be on that 100%. It's also live. We all know these things are better live, so you can communicate with me. It's compulsory for your VAs. All VAs need to be on there. Kathleen and Noemi, have you taken a screenshot yet of all the attendance on this? And then we need to follow up people that aren't on here. What software program do you use for your portal? This portal's on ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is not the best for portal. Where I'm now using a new platform called Mighty Networks because I'm setting up a mastermind. Wait till you see what we've got launching. I'm not going to get too ahead of myself, but this is on ClickFunnels. It's a bit clunky and there's a lot of like login issues sometimes. We'll move this over to Go High Level as we set that up. And that's pretty much it, guys. Was that useful? Was that helpful? I've just sent the link to register for the live induction next week. Angels, click on that link and register, please. Business owners, click on that and register. And that's a free bonus training as well. You know, once a month we do that. So Angels, VAs, Vicky's registered. Awesome. Yep. What was everyone's biggest takeaway today? Was that useful, Vicky? Did that help business owners? VAs? VAs, what was your biggest takeaway today that you can share with your client? Already registered. Thank you. We're using Go High Level. I will need to look into the portal of it. Yeah. Yeah. It's just a course, right? Yeah. What's a GPA from second last slide? Second last slide. Growth producing activities. Growth producing activities is this list here, brother. Attention, leads, appointments, sales. It's those ones there. That's the marketing funnel, yeah. Need to refine and do on-the-job training. On-the-job training it's everything. If anyone's had any involvement with network marketing, it's all about on-the-job training. You're welcome, Jack. Invite more to my group and send them a gift. Nice. Yes. Cool. Anyone have any questions? Noemi says speed for everything we do. Justin, thanks for the great info this morning. Pleasure. Guys, if you're not yet in our business coaching program and you'd like to actually help me personally help you with all your SOPs and systems and train your VAs and all that cool stuff, happy to jump on a free business coaching, business consultation with you guys, have a bit of a chat, see if we're a good fit and how we can help you do that. Biggest takeaway, keep role playing until they can nail it. Yep. You role play until they're comfortable with you. Because if they're comfortable with you, Vicky, they're gonna nail it in real life, right? Winnie, speed? Yeah, Winnie. Yeah. Just really quickly as well, we've got some cool things coming up. Later this year, we're doing a live virtual summit. We're expecting between 2,000 and 5,000 online entrepreneurs to join live. We're looking for 30 special guests. I know some of you have already inquired about it. Next week, I'm doing a Zoom call to look for 30 different experts in different fields that want to be a part of it. It'll be a 60 to 90-minute presentation. It's going to run through a really cool virtual summit mastermind platform. And we're also going to launch it alongside the Surge podcast. So if you're one of the 30 people chosen, I'm going to interview you and it'll go on our podcast on our Mighty Networks network, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify. We're going to use those 30 interviews for those 30 guest speakers as our first 30 podcast. Get them out there and use that to promote the virtual summit. Who would like to be considered to be a part of being interviewed on the podcast and maybe be a virtual summit presenter? Yep. If you're interested, send me a DM and we'll add you to the chat. We have an info call next week. We'd love to invite you along. We've got some other cool things launching and happening that I'm just going to wait. This week, I've got some really cool announcements and some really exciting things happening to serve you and help you guys more. We've got a mastermind launching in podcasts and some really exciting things happening. So some improvements to the VA system. And we're also making a lot of positive changes to how we operate as well. So guys, thank you so much for your time. Really hope that you got some value from that. If you have any questions, let me know. Angels, thank you so much. I'll see you in next week's training. Everybody else, focus on those 4 steps. I'll put the replay and the slides in the group later today. And thanks to you again, everyone. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.